Presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Pierre Governor Sports on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pierre Governor Athletics are brought to you by Avera St. Mary's Hospital, Zander Auto Parts, Bank West, All Around Graphics, Weatherall Roofing, Faith Lutheran Church, and Billion Financial.
Jost trying to get one forward for Davis. Davis in the shot, and that one goes through. How about that for offense? Avery Davis scores, and it's 1-0 for Pierre.
And also brought to you by the Clubhouse Inn and Suites, Birding Electric, Slumberland Furniture, Kruger Contracting, B&B Equipment, Bridget M Photography, Edward Jones Financial, Dakota Sprinkler, and Sioux Nation.
Empty backfield again. Keenels right up the middle on the design run. All the way through. Keenels 25, 20, 50, 10, 5. Touchdown, 50-yard run for Keenels. 2 minutes to go, and the Governor strikes first here this evening.
Your Governor Athletics is also brought to you by First Dakota National Bank, Gales Gas, Service Master, Gateway Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Purist Foods, Kathy Sunshine Property, All Pro Towing, and Pure Dental Clinic.
Cross comes in, a shot and a goal scored right over to Ryland Derry. What a pass from Cole Peterson, and Ryland Derry is there just to get the foot on it and redirect it into the goal, and the Govs lead it.
Governor's Athletics is also brought to you by Olson Plumbing, Lamb Motor, Midwest Cooperative, May Adam Law Firm, Oahe Federal Credit Union, the Association of Weed and Pest, and Fisher Rounds.
For the Governors, for the fourth straight year, are the Class 11 AA state champions. They beat the Brookings Bobcats 38-6 here in the Dakota Dome.
Here, Governor Athletics is also brought to you by Shane's Pharmacy, Todd's Electric, Wagner Auto, First United Methodist Church, East Pier Landscape and Garden Center, Country Carpet and Flooring, and Black Hills Federal Credit Union. And now, with the call of today's game, here's award-winning KCCR Sports Director, John Winkler.
And from Swisher Field, we welcome you here as the Pierre Governors take on Aberdeen Central in Week 8 of the 2021 season, looking for their 7th straight win. John Winkler here as we bring greetings from Greg Dean, who is on assignment for the week. He will rejoin in Week 9, and we'll have him back in the broadcast going into the following weeks and into the playoffs. But the Governors are looking for their 7th straight win on the season at 6-1 right now. Aberdeen Central, looking for their sitting at 6-1 right now, looking for their 7th straight win. Aberdeen Central coming in at 3-4. These two teams are going in different directions right now, with the Pierre Governors winning 6 in a row and Aberdeen Central having lost now 4 in a row. They were 3-0 to open up the season, but have dropped their last 4 games, including last week to a very talented T-area team. But this Pierre Governor team not going to feel sorry for Aberdeen. After losing 42-20 last Friday to the area, this Governor team looking for an opportunity to keep Aberdeen Central down here on senior night with a very talented quarterback in Sam Rolfs for Aberdeen Central. He comes in almost 1,000 yards passing, rushing-wise for Rolfs as well, almost 400 yards rushing, 6 rushing touchdowns. He's thrown 10 passing touchdowns for this Aberdeen Central Golden Eagle offense, and that is what the Golden Eagles want. They want to have their quarterback play well, because in most teams, if your quarterback's playing well, you have a lot of success. And it's no different for Aberdeen Central. For the Pierre Governors, though, they've got a lot of options. So Lincoln Keenels has a lot of options. He's thrown 23 touchdown passes so far on the season to just 1 interception. And for Keenels, he has found himself plenty of different receivers. 6 different receivers have caught touchdown passes, including Jack Merkwan, who has almost 800 yards receiving and 12 touchdown catches so far in the year. Matthew Hansen over 400 yards receiving and 4 touchdowns. Kate Kaiser with also 4 touchdowns for this Pierre Governor team. That's a lot for this Governor offense. One thing that we saw last week was Trey Lewis. He was not the starting tailback. He is a starting tailback here tonight, but he had himself a heck of a game last week, over 100 yards rushing in place of injured Brock Mosier, who is still out this week. And they have found themselves a pretty good back in Trey Lewis. Jaden Wiebe got the start, but Lewis was the guy that got things rolling for the Pierre Governors on the ground, and the first time we've really seen a ground game other than Lincoln Keenels for this Pierre Governor team. On the defensive side for the Governors, Jet Zabel will make his starts at middle linebacker. Gavin Stotts will be out. He was dealing with some concussion-type symptoms, and the Governors are playing it safe and having him sit out this ball game. So Jet Zabel will get the start and be the middle linebacker for the Pierre Governors here this evening. Also looking for maybe Brady Getz to come back before the end of the season. May come back in Week 9, may be ready for the first round of the playoffs, but is not available again tonight for this Pierre Governor team. So there's a couple of the injury reports for the Governors going into tonight's game against Aberdeen Central. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. Just after 7 o'clock, we have senior night here for Aberdeen Central. The Governors will be honoring their seniors next Thursday, this coming Thursday, as they take on the Brookings Bobcats. That's a big game as well for Brookings, as they sit at number 3 right now. We'll talk about that here as the night goes on, and we'll also talk about that throughout the pregame show, because if Brookings falls to Yankton, then the Governors get the win here. They will be no less than the 2 seed going into the playoffs. But if Brookings does get a win over Yankton, then the Governors will have to get a win next Thursday against Brookings to secure that number 2 seed. And that is the difference between potentially and most likely seeing Brookings again in the second round in Brookings, or having Brookings come back 2 weeks later back to Hollister Field, where the Governors will play Brookings this coming Thursday. One of plenty of games going on. Spearfish and T area. That's the number 1 team going against the number 9 team right now. Spearfish trying to find themselves a way to get into the playoffs, and will get some points. No matter if they win or lose, that'll help them out playing this T area team, trying to maybe jump above Mitchell, who is 1-6 right now. Spearfish at 3-4. And that could be a final spot as well. This would actually be a first-round matchup. We might be seeing Aberdeen Central here in 2 weeks if things don't change at all in the standings. Aberdeen Central at number 7 in the standings. The Pierre Governors are at number 2 right now. We'll have our conversation with our coaches. We'll talk with Coach Svensson of the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. We'll also talk with Coach Steve Steele of the Pierre Governors. That'll be coming up here in just a little bit. We will step aside and we'll start our conversations with our coaches. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Back in 3 minutes.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Bankwest Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent to put Bankwest Insurance to work for you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
All Pro Towing and Repair offers 24/7 light, medium, and heavy towing, jump starts, lockouts, roadside assistance, and recovery. The All Pro Towing and Repair team of professionals offers prompt, courteous, and top-notch services to Central South Dakota. If you find yourself in need of a tow, jump, or lockout, contact All Pro Towing and Repair, 605-669-2075. That's 605-669-2075.
Pictures are memories we want to last forever. For those special times, call Bridget M. Photography, a unique boutique photography studio offering family portraits, children, seniors, and even your pets. They're available for weddings, commercial events, and sports photography. Stop in and visit their studio in Pierre, or look over their website at bridgetmphoto.com. Pictures and memories that will last forever. From Bridget M. Photography in Pierre.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre is a proud supporter of area athletes and their fans. Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre knows it takes hard work to achieve success in sports and the support of great people. That's why Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre is the place for all of your feed, seed, animal health, and grilling needs. They work hard for the community and are thankful for the support of their great customers. Visit Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre, 504 Deadwood Street. Sioux Nation supports area athletes.
As we welcome you back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. So joining me is Coach Fetson of the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles as they take on the Pierre Governors here in Aberdeen tonight at 7 o'clock kickoff. Coach, as we look into this matchup, a couple of things here as we get underway. This is could potentially be a preview right now, 2 versus 7. I know you like to jump up in those standings a little bit, and this would be a big win to get over a 6-1 team. But when you start to get to this point of the season and you're at just 2 games left to go, do you look at the standings a little bit more than maybe what you do in week 1 and week 2?
Oh, there's no doubt. Everybody's focusing on the standings right now and to see how you're going to pair up and who you're going to play. And, you know, you look at all the possibilities and all the points going on, and that's always a consideration. But, you know, we just as a ball club, we're just going to focus on ourselves and focus on what we can control and do what we have to do for the game tonight.
You guys started out the season at 3-0 with wins over Douglas, Yankton, and Mitchell, but then dropped the last 4 now to Brookings, Huron, Watertown, and T. What's been the difference in those 4 games? I know it's the wrong side of a difference, but what's been that difference in those last 4 games?
Yeah, there's been a couple things that have been different. I mean, opening up the first 3 games, I really didn't expect to be 3-0, but here we were 3-0, and we had some injuries come about us. In that, you know, after our 3 games right there, we've had some injuries come, and we've turned the ball over in some key situations, and that's been an issue for us. So we just need to clean up to have consistent playing offense and not turn the ball over. And I think we're getting a little healthier again. I mean, as the season goes here, this last couple of weeks, we're getting a little healthier, and so I think those 2 are 2 key things for us. We're learning how to to play football as far as the kind of football that I'm looking to play, and we're just our schemes that we've put in. Our kids are starting to pick up the concepts, getting a lot more comfortable with it, and we're just trying to improve every week. That's our focus.
You know, in that last game against T area, you guys lost 42-20, which T has been kind of rolling over everybody to keep it within that 20-point range. And especially after being shut out to Watertown the week prior. You know, a little bit of a stat right in front of you that you can kind of say, hey, this, you know, if we keep trusting the process here, things are working out for us.
Yeah, I mean, that game there, we had more rushing yards than they did. We had more passing yards than they did. We had more time of possession. We had more first downs. We had more of this, but we also had more turnovers. So, I mean, to me, that's always the key stat for us is if we eliminate turnovers, that kind of cleans our game up a little bit and helps us there. And, you know, defensively, we're doing things there and getting better in some areas, and there's still some areas we need to improve. And we have to play great defense tonight against Pierre because the quarterback is very dynamic, and when he starts running all over the place and starts throwing that ball all over the place, it's hard to beat the Pierre Governors. And, you know, I just think that, you know, your coaching staff does a great job and has done a great job all year. And obviously Pierre's got some great tradition and you know, that's something that they can fall back on. And it's good. You know, we've got a worthy opponent tonight. We've got to be prepared and ready to play ball tonight.
Yeah, you're talking about the Pierre Governors and what they do well, but on the other hand, you guys have, you mentioned that Pierre's quarterback, but your guys' quarterback, and Rolf's is a really good athlete, very good quarterback. What makes him so special for you guys?
I mean, I think there's a lot of similarities. Your quarterback and Pierre and our quarterback, they both have a lot of poise back there. I mean, they think faster than the game, and so as a result of that, that's why they can do the things that they do. And it'll be fun to watch both of those kind of compete against each other tonight. And Sam, he's been a little banged up. He's getting really healthy again, and if he's getting really healthy, that's kind of, he hadn't been healthy for a couple of weeks in the T game. He kind of came in a little more healthy than he has been that game, and that kind of made a difference for us. And I just feel like our team goes as he does.
When you look at this Pierre Governor team on their defensive side, for your quarterback Rolfs, what's it gonna take to to drive on them? And because they've been rather good. Last week they did give up 42 points to Watertown. What do you take from that? Because before then they haven't really given a whole lot of points other than the Harrisburg. So what do you take from that game to try and to draw some offense against this Pierre Governor defense?
Yeah, obviously Watertown does a good job offensively, and they're huge. Well, Watertown's big, and so and they do some good things there, and there's some things that we've game planned for, and we'll see if we can have some success with it or not. I don't know, but Pierre's defense, they get after your tail, they play hard, and they're going to they're physical, and they pursue the ball really well. So we've just got to do some things to try to neutralize some of their physicality and use our finesse and speed in the best way that we can.
Talking with Coach Svensson of the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles as we are getting set for kickoff at 7 o'clock coming here tonight in Aberdeen. Coach, before I let you go, what's it going to take to knock off the Pierre Governors here tonight?
We've got to play consistently in offense. We can't turn the ball over. If we start turning the ball over, that obviously puts the ball in Pierre's hands, and as their offense goes, they're gonna take advantage of that, I'm sure. And another key for us is to keep it out of your quarterback's hand tonight, and keep it in our hands as much as possible.
Coach Scott Svensson of the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck here tonight, and good luck here in the next couple of weeks with the playoffs beginning, and looking forward to a fun 11 AA playoffs, and good luck tonight.
All right, thanks for your time, and appreciate it.
Back with more of the pregame show next here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
At Black Hills Federal Credit Union, our top priority is providing value to our members. Since 1941, we have helped our neighbors buy homes and vehicles, finance their farms and ranches, insure their assets, and retire comfortably. From Custer to Sioux Falls, we live and work in our communities, and we treat our members like family. Visit bhfcu.com to learn more about how you can join. BHFCU is member-owned, not-for-profit, and federally insured by NCUA.
It takes hard work to reach goals. It's a truth that applies to more than just sports. It also goes for your financial goals. You work hard for your money. You deserve an investment strategy that lines up with your game plan. Your local Edward Jones financial advisor can help. If your investments aren't getting you closer to the win, visit edwardjones.com or stop by your local Pierre area Edward Jones office for a financial review. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
It is time to control noxious weeds. Do you have a control plan in place? If not, contact your local weed and pest supervisor to help you set up a plan. Effort now will save you time and money in the future. This is Paul Johnson, South Dakota State University Extension Weed Science Coordinator, asking for your support to get this statewide noxious weed problem under control.
As long as you have a local cooperative, you'll never farm alone. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, our team is your team, ready to help you make the decisions that are vital to your operation. From the seed, plant health, and marketing the grain, to fuel to keep you running, the feed to supplement your herds, and the financing programs to make it all possible. We're here for you. Give CHS Midwest Cooperative a call today and let us show you the value of the co-op. Local, loyal, and trusted for generations.
When a disaster damages your home or business, you need immediate support from experts you can count on. ServiceMaster is there for your burst and leaking pipes, basement flooding, drying and dehumidification, roof leaks and failures, carpet and upholstery. We know your situation is unique. That's why we give every type of damage in every building the individual attention of certified experts who have the real-world experience to come up with the best solution. No type of damage is too big or too small for us to handle. We're standing by 24/7. Call ServiceMaster 844-902-2938.
As we welcome you back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports, joining me is Coach Steve Steele of the Pierre Governor football team as they take on the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock here this evening. Coach, as you look at this game here, Aberdeen Central is you guys are trending up with winning 6 in a row. They're trending down, having lost 4 in a row. What have you seen from this team, especially in the first 3 wins, why they were so good and why they haven't been able to get a win since then?
The biggest thing is, I mean, their teams are starting to really hone in on their quarterback. He's a game changer. You could make an argument that, he was the difference in their Yankton win. And whether, it's not that he's been playing bad, but teams are well aware of him now. I think in the beginning of the season, you can kind of catch teams by surprise, especially coming down from AAA where you haven't really, no one's really played them in the last couple of years. So no one really knew what to expect, where I think once you get a few games of film on him, then you can kind of figure that out. And, I think teams are doing a much better job of honing in on him.
How have they stopped him? What's been the big reason why they've been able to hone in on him and stop him?
They really do a good job of containing. That's what most of the teams that have had success containing him or, preventing him from really hurting them have been able to keep him inside, not let him get his legs moving. Because when his legs move, he's fast. He's very, very fast, and he's deceptively fast where people will take bad pursuit angles, and at the same point not losing the coverage downfield so that he doesn't have an easy throw.
Their offense, their quarterback's really good. Obviously, you guys have a good quarterback and a really good offense. 6 different receivers have cut touchdown passes from Lincoln Keenels. He's got 22 touchdowns to 1 interception. This offense seems to be able to go on all cylinders and really has the last couple of weeks for sure. What's kind of changed a little bit? They've always been good, but what's changed to make them to go from being good to great?
I think the chemistry is really starting to come. I mean, if you remember last year, I think there was a significant difference in our offense. Once we hit that mid to late season, the regular season, I think we really started to hit our stride last year as well. And that's kind of by design. That's how we've set things up is we put a ton of stuff in the beginning. There's no easing in. And then over time, things start to click. Everyone becomes a little bit more comfortable in their responsibilities. There's less thinking and a lot more just playing.
Defensively, we're talking about the Aberdeen Central quarterback and their offense. Defensively, you mentioned having to contain him, but how do you get that done with your defense?
The biggest, it's going to be a big game for our defensive ends. They've got to do an outstanding job of keeping him, inside. Where we've got a lot of people, just the way our defense is set up, we don't have a lot of guys outside of our ends. So it's a very important job for them to make sure that he stays inside there and almost keep him in the pocket. Because if we want him to force him to throw from the pocket, not that he can't throw, he's a good passer, but he's a lot better passer when he's out and about running around and not forced to step up into the pocket. Our DBs have done a pretty good job. I know last week we had a kid with stats, but, sometimes you just can't beat a good throw and a good catch. And, our guys are in good position and know they will be again this week.
Weather-wise, it's going to be the coolest game that it has been. We talked a little bit on Coach's Corner that it almost is good football weather. You don't like it to be super hot because then you cramp up a little bit. Now that being cooler, it's almost perfect weather for Friday night football.
Yeah, it's going to be a great day today. I said there's a lot of – it's that fall's in the air. I think we've had such a long, hot summer that it really hasn't felt that way, and I think this is our first game where it truly feels like fall.
Injury-wise, Brady Guest going to be out for another week. Brock Mosier going to be out. Stotts is a game-time decision. You don't like to hear that long of an injury report. I know there's probably other guys with bumps and bruises, but for those guys that will be out and those guys that are game-time decision, what does that mean for this team?
It's just going to be an opportunity for our guys to show that we have some depth and multiple guys can do some multiple things. Jet Zabel is going to be one that's got to help fill Stotts' role. Even if Stotts is able to go, we're not going to play him the whole game. We're not going to – someone that's a game-time decision probably shouldn't be playing the full game anyway. So he's going to have to, play some Mike linebacker for us, and he hasn't done that yet this year. So it'll be exciting for us to kind of see how he excels in that role. That might open up some people to take some Y reps as well on offense. And, there's always this butterfly effect all the way across the team. But, again, late in the season, we feel like we've really done a good job building our depth and kind of making we're like a survivor slide puzzle, where we've just got to adjust pieces here and there to make the whole picture fit together. And, we feel pretty confident in our ability to do that right now.
And what's it going to take to knock off Aberdeen Central tonight?
Offensively, execution. Defensively, keeping their quarterback contained and keeping him off the score sheet. If we do those two things, we'll be 7-1.
Coach, I appreciate the time as always. Good luck here again tonight.
Thanks, John.
Back with more of the pregame show next here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner. They will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Let Country Carpet and Flooring help you update your home or office with the latest fashion trends. With over 30 years of experience, we can help you find the right flooring or window treatments for your needs. Stop down to 414 East Sioux Avenue or call for an appointment at 224-9297 for your free consultation and estimate. Go Govs!
This fall, sip on a warm, soothing apple cider and bathe in the radiance of the changing colors before you smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to bank some noise for fall sports. Stop for goal line stands, holler for a game-winning ace, and go berserk for a chip in from the rough. Let's give the home team all we've got. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank.
Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com, member FDIC.
Faith Lutheran Church prays for God's blessings to all of our athletes and their families. We're proud of the commitment and dedication that you give to your team. We would love for you to join us and celebrate the successes that God gives to us on the field, in the classroom, and throughout our lives. You can worship with us at Faith Lutheran Church on Sundays at 8:30 and 11 a.m., on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m., or you can watch online at faithluth.com/livestream.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent in your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
As we welcome you back here to Swisher Field, we are getting set for kickoff between the Pierre Governors and the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. John Winkler here on this Friday evening, a chilly Friday evening, as the Governors looking for their 7th straight win. Aberdeen Central trying to nix a 4-game losing streak. These two teams at number 2 and 7 in the AA standings right now, as the coin toss taking place around the midfield. The Governors are wearing their road whites. The Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles wearing black jerseys with the yellow numbers and the blue helmets. As the referee does have a mic, but will not hear what he has to say. But the Governors are coming in looking for that the 7th straight win. As maybe we'll hear the call now.
Won the toss and will receive. Good luck, guys.
So Pierre won the toss. They will receive. The Governors will go from right to left. Aberdeen Central from left to right, as we'll first see the kicker, Tatum Brownson, come out for Aberdeen Central. The Governors in their 7-game winning streak outside of what Watertown did to them, scoring of 42 points. They have been very, very good, allowing it just they got one shutout against Douglas And in the last 5 of the last 6 games, 6 points against Sturgis, shutout against Douglas, 10 against Yankton, and 7 against the Huron Tigers, while their offense has been scoring at an insane clip of nearly 150 points in the last 3 games. They have been just on fire as of late for this Pierre Governor squad. So the Governors, with Jaden Wiebe and Trey Lewis, will go back deep to receive the opening kick. You're listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station, as we welcome you in and getting set for this contest between Pierre and Aberdeen. The Governors looking for that 7th straight win on the season to go to 7-1 before they welcome in Brookings coming up next Thursday in the final game of the regular season. Again, we extend greetings from Greg Dean, who is on assignment for the evening, as the Govs and Golden Eagles are ready for football. Taking a little bit longer here before we get the teams out on the field. Governors will be without Gavin Stotts, as he was a game-time decision, but will be out. The leading tackler for the Pierre Governor team is out this evening. He will not play. He is not dressed. Along with Brock Mosier, Brady Getz, those 3 are big 3 names that are out for this Governor team. Stotts, again, the leading tackler for the Governors, who will not play tonight. 48 tackles total so far on the season, 35 solo tackles, which is also tops of the team. So they will miss him in the middle linebacker position. Jet Zabel will fill in that spot in the middle linebacker position for this Pierre Governor squad. When he is not on the field, he's listed as a starting tight end for the Governor offense. Brecken Kruger will come in and they'll spread things out and move, not go with the tight end. They'll have Kruger going out on the outside, so they'll add more receivers than what they already have and add more options. Obviously, Jet Zabel, a big option for the Pierre Governor team as well. And waiting for the team to take the field and get things underway. I guess we will continue to wait. You are listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station. We will have Pierre volleyball this coming Tuesday, as the Govs will take on the Huron Tigers at home. It'll be followed by a Friday game, as the Govs will be back at home again against Douglas on Friday for volleyball, and we'll have both those games for you on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. We'll also have for you football on Thursday, as Brookings will be in town. It's a 6 o'clock start, so a 5:30 pregame and a 6 o'clock kickoff between Pierre and Brookings, which potentially could be for the number 2 seed if the Governors are able to get the win. But if Brookings wins tonight, that game will be for that 2 seed. Obviously, T-Area, if they lose somewhere around the way, that potentially could affect the AA standings. But assuming that T wins out, and they are likely to win out, if Brookings knocks off Yankton, then we will be having that matchup on Tuesday for the number 2 seed in the 11 AA standings. The Governors coming in with Lincoln Keenel as their starters. We'll go through the starters right now as we await for kickoff here between Pierre and Aberdeen Central. Lincoln Keenel is the quarterback. Trey Lewis in the backfield with them. The receivers, Cade Kaiser, Jack Merkwan, and Matthew Hansen. Jet Zabel is the tight end for this Governor team. Kyle Albertson, Gary Nedved, Matthew Coverdale, Christian Bush, and Jaden Floor are the 5 offensive linemen for the Governors. For defense for the Golden Eagles, that defensive line will have Casey Vining, number 58, to number 74, Merrick Bogart, number 59, Montana Parmley, and number 53, Chandler Gardner. The linebacking core, 4-3 defense for the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles, Jacob Waltman, Tatum Brownson, and Ashton Lenley. And then their safety, Parker Bauer, and then the corners, Adam Hyman, and it'll be Cole Arts, the starting corners for Aberdeen Central. So they have now officially taken the field. We are getting set for kickoff between Pierre and Aberdeen Central. Have Trey Lewis and Jaden Wiebe back deep to receive the opening kick, as it will be Tatum Brownson to do the kicking for Aberdeen Central. We're set. 12 minutes are on the clock, and we are underway as that kick will go back towards the 8-yard line. It'll be taken by Wiebe as he goes to the far side. out to the 25 to 35-yard line, cuts it back, trying to look to the near hash, and he'll go down at around the 35-yard line, 36-yard line for Wiebe, and that's where the Governors will start and set up shop to open up this first drive. Lincoln Keenels, 91 of 175, 1,800 yards, could easily pass the 2,000 mark passing-wise tonight. We could also see potentially him getting the 3,000 yards in the season by the end of the year, depending on how many yards he gets. It will put himself in a good spot. Two receivers on the near side. Keenels will look to pass on first down. He's still looking over the middle. The throw is made, and the catch is made by Matt Hansen, who will spin off of a tackler, and he'll be out to the 50-yard line, past the 50-yard line, and into Aberdeen Central territory. And the first play from scrimmage is a good one, as Matt Hansen will take it to the 49-yard line, as it will be a gain of 12 for Matt Hansen. First and 10 from the now Golden Eagle 49-yard line. Lincoln Keenels pistol formation. Handoff for Trey Lewis. Stutter steps to the backfield, gets through. He's out to the 40-yard line to the 35 inside Aberdeen territory. And Trey Lewis with a good first run for the Governors. He's out to the 33-yard line. A gain of 16 for Lewis on the first down run. And we might see a heavy dose of Trey Lewis here this evening.
First down and 10.
Get that running game going early. That's what Coach Steele has been wanting for this team in the last couple of weeks. Pistol formation, two receivers to the near side. Keenels will look to pass. He'll look over the middle. Now he's looking to his left. He'll take off. He'll get through one set of tacklers, and then he'll dive forward inside the 30-yard line to the 28. As it'll be a gain of 5 for Keenels on his first run of the night. And the Governors are looking to get into the red zone at the 28-yard line right now. Second down and 5 for the Governors. First drive of the game, 10:45 left to go here in the first quarter. The play clock is on the field. They have the scoreboard of a play clock, so Keenels does not have to look at the referee, although he does have a hand up. Keenels will have a design run, left side, barrels through inside the 20-yard line to the 19. The Governors are in the red zone. A gain of 9 for Lincoln Keenels on the design run. And Pierre has moved inside the red zone here in the first quarter. 10:25 left to go and counting now. First and 10 from the 19-yard line. Fifth play of the drive upcoming for the Governors. 3 down linemen for Aberdeen Central. Do have 6 guys in the box, though, for the Golden Eagles. 3 receivers to the right side. Keenels will look to pass. He'll roll to his right as the pocket started to collapse. The throw is a low one, but Cade Kaiser was able to pick it up and make the catch right around that 9-yard line. And he will have enough for a first down, a gain of about 11 for Cade Kaiser. And Pierre has now got first and goal inside the 10-yard line, right at the 9. First and goal for the Governors. Looking to score on their opening drive. 9:55 to go in the first quarter. Pistol formation. They'll play action, rolling to the right. Keenels will throw. The catch is made on the sideline and walking into the end zone of the Pierre Governors as they score with 9:45 to go. Jet Zabel makes the catch. He gets his first touchdown of the game. And for the Pierre Governors, they are on the board first, as Zabel has his first career receiving touchdown, and the Governors strike first here in the first quarter. Keenels goes 3 for 3 on the drive. Throwing to 3 different receivers. Cole Peterson. Actually, it's going to be Lincoln Keenels that's going to take the extra point. So Keenels on the extra point. It is tipped, it's blocked, and it's no good. So the Governors do get the score, but the extra point is no good. So with 9:45 to go in the first quarter, the Governors are on the board first. They lead it 6-0 over Aberdeen Central. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Confidence, professional care, experience, and diverse care for all ages are what you should be looking for in dental care. And that's exactly what you'll receive from Dr. Monty Bechtold and Dr. Murray Thompson at Pierre Dental Clinic. You can expect friendly, caring staff who are concerned about your dental health and offer you complete confidence with routine checkups, early morning appointments, emergency treatment, and the latest in dental technology. Local dental treatment, all at Pierre Dental Clinic. Call 224-5355 or stop by their office at 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre.
So it was a 6-play drive, a 64-yard drive for the Governors. 9-yard catch from Jet Zabel, as it is a 6-0 lead. As the Governors, as Aberdeen Central now will look to try and answer. Avery Ligon and Colin Huff are the two guys back deep for Aberdeen Central. As it will be a short kick by the Governors, fielded at the 20, but it bounced. It was picked back up at the 35-yard line, and it'll be down at the 38-yard line. So good field position here for Aberdeen Central to open up their first possession. As it was number 44, Brady Munson, that returned it out to the 38-yard line. So here is now Sam Ross, one of the best quarterbacks in 11 AA, and one of the best quarterbacks in the state. He and Keenels are probably going to be the number 1 and number 2 guys in the state in terms of what they can do, both passing and rushing. He'll have an empty backfield here. 5 wide receivers on this first down play from their own 38-yard line. Ross will look to his left. The pocket collapses quickly. He's rolling, scrambling, still looking to try and throw it away. He's going to get out of bounds. He's going to be forced out of bounds. It'll be right around the 37-yard line, so maybe a loss of 1 on that play. And it will be a loss of 1. Jet Zabel ran him down. And Ross loses a yard at 2nd down and 11 with 9:31 to go, and the clock stops here in the first quarter. Ross has 377 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns on the ground. He's almost thrown for 1,000 yards, 968, 10 touchdowns so far in the season. He has done it all for this Aberdeen Central team. He was been dealing with a little bit of a nagging injury that Coach Svensson said he's feeling a little bit better. Ross will throw over the middle. He'll throw behind his intended receiver as he looked for Alec Vogley, and he threw it incomplete, and it'll bring up now 3rd down and 11. I've been Jacob Mayer in coverage for the Governors, but Vogley turned, looked, and the ball was already sailing past him and behind him. As it's now 3rd down, 9:27 left to go here in the first quarter. 3rd and 11 from their own 37-yard line. Opening drive for Aberdeen Central. They trail the Governors 6-0. 2 receivers on each side. Shotgun formation for Ross. 3 down linemen for the Pierre Governors. Ross takes the snap. He'll look to pass. He'll throw to his left. He's hit as he throws all the way down the field and missed his mark by a good 5 yards. And it will bring up 4th down. Mason Huff was the intended receiver. And Ross is 0 for 2 on his first possession, and that will lead to a punt for Aberdeen Central. Their punter, Dawson Hayline, will come out to do the punting for Aberdeen Central. 2 guys are back deep. Jaden Wiebe, Trey Lewis, both here for the Pierre Governors. A snap that was a little slow to get to a Hayline, and that punt will take a couple of bounces, and it'll take a couple of good rolls for Aberdeen Central, and it'll roll all the way down to the 20-yard line. And a fantastic punt from Hayline, and it's all the way down the Pierre 20-yard line. So the first possession for Aberdeen Central doesn't go their way, but they do flip the field and have a good field position. With 1st and 10 for the, they have good defensive field position. The Governors don't have good field position as Lincoln Keenels back out with the offense for their second possession from their own 20-yard line. 9:09 left to go here in the first quarter. Shotgun formation, empty backfield for Keenels on 1st and 10 for the 20. He'll look to pass, steps up in the pocket, throws down a field, and it will end up being tipped by Matt Hansen. So it was not intercepted as the man that looked like it was Cole Arts that had the opportunity to try and make the interception. And the first incomplete pass by Lincoln Keenels. Hansen played more defender than playing receiver. So 2nd and 10. From the Governor 20-yard line, 9:03 left to go here in the first quarter. 6-0 is our score. Governors had a quick 6-play, 64-yard drive on their first possession. Pistol formation with Lewis in the backfield. Keenels will look to pass. He'll step up in the pocket, now rolling to his right, still looking over the middle. He'll throw it, looking for Merkwan. The catch is made, the 50, 40. He's stumbling, 30, 25, 20. He'll stop with 2 defenders around him, then cut it back to the 15, to the 10. Slips through a tackler, 5. Touchdown, Jack Merkwan of 80 yards. And the Governors are up 12-0 with 8:44 to go here in the first quarter. What a run for Jack Merkwan. He had 2 defenders in front of him. Stopped, and then at the far sideline, cut it back to the near side, got through the middle of the hash marks, slipped through a tackler, and then finished the 80-yard touchdown run. And the Governors are up 12-0 with 8:44 to go here in the first quarter. Lincoln Keno's will look for the extra point. And that kick is also going to be blocked, so the Governors are only up 12-0 as both extra points have been blocked. But it is a 12-0 lead. What a play for Jack Merkwan. A 2-play, 80-yard drive, and the Governors lead 12-0 with 8:44 to go in the first quarter. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre still wants your trade or your spare vehicle, and we're willing to give you top dollar. And we'll throw in an additional 250 Pierre Pride dollars. Sell us your car, and Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you an additional 250 Pierre Pride dollars. Trade in your vehicle for a new or different one, and Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you 250 Pierre Pride dollars. Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit GatewayFordToyota.com.
As we welcome you back here to Swisher Field, 8:44 left to go in the first quarter. Governors now lead at 12-0. Their 2 extra points have been blocked so far by Aberdeen Central, but it was a 2-play, 80-yard drive. It was an 80-yard catch from Jack Merkwan. Make it lucky number 13 on the year for number 17, Jack Merkwan. And the Governors control it by 2 scores here in the first quarter. On the kickoff from Pierre, out towards the 15-yard line. Aberdeen Central on the far side. Man almost slipped and fell. He's out to the 35. He's going to get to the 40 before he's run out of bounds. And so Aberdeen Central have another good field position here. They'll open things up. 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. With 8:38 to play here in the first quarter. 3 and out from Aberdeen Central in their first trip. Sam Ross will be looking for a better possession here for Aberdeen Central. Had 1 minus yard for Aberdeen Central in that first drive. 2 receivers to the near side. 1st and 10. Under center is Ross. He'll toss it to the back. Sarda has it. And it will be to the 45, to the 50. A flag comes in. And then Jacob Mayer is able to get the feet of Sarda. And it went out to the 45-yard line, but their flag is back at the 39-yard line. We'll see what the call is here from the official. And everybody's moving back, as it probably, when it was thrown, looked like it was going to be on Aberdeen.
Holding. Offense, number 67. 10-yard penalty from the spot. Replay this shot.
That is Jackson McCafferty that is the guilty party from Aberdeen Central. So they will back things up, and it will go all the way back now to the 29-yard line. So it'll be first down and long, 1st and 22 from the Aberdeen Central 29. No shotgun formation, 2 guys in the backfield with both Austin Eckerson and Carson Sarda. Looking to pass, a quick throw in the flats, and that one's missed as Ross was being pressured. Deegan Husko was in coverage. And it was Erickson that was the intended target, but it fell incomplete. So it's now at 2nd and 22. Ross was slow to walk his way over to the sideline to get the play. He's got 20 seconds left to go on the play clock. 8:11 to go here in the first quarter. Governors lead at 12-0. They've scored twice on 8 plays so far. A 6-play, 64-yard drive and a 2-play, 80-yard drive, which was an 80-yard catch from Jack Merkwan. 2 receivers on the far side for Ross as they work from left to right. Ross will scramble to his right. Now he'll throw on the run, looking for his man on the sideline. That will fall incomplete. All the way down the field to the 25-yard line where that ball fell incomplete. And it'll bring up third down. What an arm that Sam Ross has. He's throwing from his own 29 on the run, off balance, and he overthrew his receiver that was near the 25-yard line on the Pierce side of the ball. So it brings up third down and 22 with 8:05 left to go in the first quarter. Ross so far is 0 for 4. Their lone play that has been successful got called back on a hold. So right now, officially, Aberdeen with a total of a -1 yard of offense. 3 down linemen here for the Governors on third down. Ross looks over the middle. The throw, that one is overthrown again and over the top of Vogley, who didn't get his hands up in time. And it'll bring up fourth down and 22 and an obvious punt up coming from Aberdeen Central. And the Governors have made 2 3-and-out stops here. And still Aberdeen Central with just a total of -1 yard in this first quarter. Another punt upcoming here from Aberdeen, as it'll be a fair catch calling for by Jaden Wiebe. He'll make the catch. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line for the Governors on their next drive, looking to go up by 3 scores. And with the extra points, as Lincoln Kinnels has taken the extra points, the 2 that they have had so far, where they're at, and with both those being blocked, maybe if you score again, and obviously you got to get down there and score before you can think about it, but think about maybe going for 2 the rest of the night. So 2 receivers to the far side, pistol formation for Kinnels on this next drive, starting at the Governor 36-yard line, just where they started the first drive. Handoff for Lewis. He'll stiff arm a man. He'll sidestep another tackler, and he's going to get to around the 38-yard line. A hard-earned 2 yards from Trey Lewis on the first down run. And I'll bring up now second down and we'll call it second down and 9, just a gain of 1.
No gain. We'll bring it 2nd and 10.
7:30 to go here in the first quarter. Governors lead at 12-0. It's their third drive. They won the coin toss, took the opening drive all the way down in 6 plays. 3 receivers near side, shotgun formation for Kinnels. He's going to look to pass. He'll step up in the pocket. He'll avoid the sack. He's out to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, and he will get out of bounds. And a wise decision by Kinnels to get out of bounds, but he picked up enough for a first down as he gets to the now Aberdeen Central 48-yard line. So another good gain there from Lincoln Kinnels of about 15 yards. And the Governors are back into Aberdeen Central territory. 1st and 10 from the Aberdeen 48. 7:11 to go. First quarter. 3 receivers near side. Jet Zabel, the tight end, set up on the left side of the offensive line. 3 down lineman for Aberdeen Central. Quick pass to the near side. The catch is made by Lewis. He'll try and avoid the tackler, but he is wrapped up. He will go down for a loss. And Trey Lewis makes his first catch, but he is going to go back for a couple of yards all the way back to the Governor 49-yard line, a loss of 3. And although that is a negative play, Lincoln Kinnels has hit 5 different receivers on his 5 completions so far. Everybody's got 1 catch on the 5 completions from Kinnels, 3 receivers to the far side. Now we're going to try the other side. Catch is made by Merkwan. He'll try and get past a man, but he is going nowhere. So 2 screen passes in a row for the Governors, and Aberdeen Central has had that snuffed out. No gain for Merkwan, and it'll bring up now 3rd down and 13. So Kinnels now 6 of 7 for 109 yards. Merkwan has made 2 catches, but the second one didn't go anywhere. 3 receivers, near side, empty backfield here on 3rd and 13 for Kinnels. Kinnels looking to pass, throwing down, looking for Merkwan, overshoots Merkwan, and it will fall incomplete. And now where the Governors are at, look like they're probably going to put the ball away. And it will bring up 4th down and 13 with 5:55 to go. Governors are in their own territory at their own 49-yard line. Drive stalled out. A couple of I wouldn't even say missed plays, just a couple of tough plays on the screen passes that didn't get any positive yards. Kinnels will look to punt, and The punt will go back to the 15-yard line. It is muffed, and the Governors are falling on it. They're trying to say who's got it. Aberdeen Central saying that they have it. And there's not much of a pile, but they're going to try and figure out who has the ball. And it is Governor football. The Governors are right back on top of it, and they will take over inside the red zone at the Aberdeen Central 18-yard line. So a muffed punt from Aberdeen Central, and the Governors jump on top of it. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 18 with 5:45 to go here in the first quarter. Governors getting new life on this drive.
1st and 10 Pierre.
Two receivers on the near side. Play action. Keno's looking to pass. He'll roll to his left, and then he is going to be sacked. And we do have a Governor that is down. One of the offensive linemen that is down. As Keno's was sacked all the way back to the 26-yard line. And we will have an injury timeout here, trying to see who that injured Gov is.
Official timeout.
As it'll be a loss of about 8 all the way back to the 26-yard line from Keno's being sacked, and that Governor player is still down right now and did not move after the play was over. Casey Michelson is out to look. Governors lead it to 12-0, 5:34 left to go here in the first quarter. We will step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Purist, we play to win, which led to being named the most innovative food company of 2021. For over 30 years, we have worked to develop the highest quality peas for plant-based protein on the market, which is sourced from several South Dakota farmers. Our alliance with farmers allows us to build a safe and secure food supply in the United States. Join our Herald production team and make moves, because at Purist, it's not just a job, it's a career. Apply online, PURIS.com. Purist, born and bred in the USA.
Christian Bush is the man that is down for the Governors, as he is able to get back up and is limping off. It looks like his right leg is the one that is bothering him, as that'll be a question that we'll talk with Coach Steele at the end of the night on the significance of that injury. We'll try and keep tabs and see if we can see him, Christian Bush return to the game. But it is going to be 2nd down and 16 from the Governor from the Aberdeen Central 26-yard line. 5:34 left to go here in the first quarter. Governors lead at 12-0. Christian Bush missed some time earlier this season, so now the center will be Matthew Coverdale. It's going to be on the ground. Keenels picks it up, looking to pass it. He's trying to find something here. Slips to a tackler, throws on the run, look at the end zone. It's caught! Jack Merquan, touchdown for the Governors. Keenels from back on the 33-yard line threw it. And Jack Merquan didn't give up on the play. Keenels didn't give up on the play, and the Governors scored a 26-yard catch from Jack Merquan, his 2nd of the game. And Pierre now leads at 18-0. They are going to go for 2. What a fantastic play from the Pierre Governors. Snap was bobbled. Keno has found a way to make that play happen. Another low snap. Trey Lewis will pick it up. He's going to try and take off with it. He's going to try and step through, but he's not going to get there. And so the Governors have had 2 bad snaps. One turned into a touchdown, but the extra points and the 2-point conversion is no good again. So the Governors now lead at 18-0 with 5:22 left to go here in the first quarter. But what a play from Lincoln Keenels and Jack Merquan. The Governors lead at 18-0 over Aberdeen Central with 5:22 left to go in the first quarter. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Wondering what to do with the pitted and rutted drive? B&B Equipment will get you covered. Wanting to put something down the ground? B&B Equipment will put a hole in your project. Need to even up that property? B&B Equipment can fill that need. B&B Equipment can deliver all your gravel and material needs. B&B Equipment is here for all your excavation needs. Contact B&B Equipment, 224-6727. A contractor here for you. That's B&B Equipment, 224-6727.
So it's technically a two-play drive that went 18 yards, but it was a 26-yard catch, and it came after a muff punt from the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles that allowed the Governors to get the ball back. So all sorts of things happened on that last drive. The Governors had to punt the ball away, got the ball back. Christian Bush goes down with an injury, a couple of bad snaps on those last couple of plays, but one turned into a touchdown for the Governors. They lead at 18-0. A little squib kick here from Pierre. That one will go off of Aberdeen again, and we'll have to field it at around the 15-yard line. They have struggled to field punts and kicks so far in this ball game, and Aberdeen Central have to start from their own 16-yard line. Not where they were hoping to get field position. Rolled through several different players before it was finally down. Arts had to just grab onto it, go down on the knee. So now here is Aberdeen Central from their own 16-yard line. 5:20 to go here in the first quarter. The Governors lead at 18-0. I formation. Ross under center. A handoff for Sarda. And he is met right at the line of scrimmage and maybe lost a yard at the 15. Carson Sarda. He was met by Jet Zabel and Austin Foley. And Sarda loses a yard on the first official run for him. And it's 2nd down 11 at the 15-yard line. 4:50 to go here in the first quarter. 3rd down and 8 from the 18-yard line. $4:37 to go here in the first quarter. Pierre leads at 18-0. Back to pass. Ross will step up. He's going to try to avoid a sack. He'll sidestep another man. He's going to get enough for a first down as he avoids one more push, and then he does go out of bounds at around the 19-yard line. And it'll be a first down. Well, they're going to get him all the way up to the 24-yard line. So a gain of, it's going to be a gain all the way to the 29. Gain of 11 for Ross. We welcome you all back in on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Apologize for the technical difficulties. 4:29 to go here in the first quarter. A handoff for Sarda as he'll spin around. And Sarda will get out to the 34-yard line. A gain of 5 on that first down run for Carson Sarda. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 5 from the Aberdeen Central 34-yard line.
Makes it 2nd and 5.
4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Governors lead at 18-0. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers on each side. Ross will look to pass, a throw. That catch is going to be made, and it will be at the 44-yard line.
Ball's pass complete to Southbank.
And the first catch of the evening.
Means one thing, move those chains. That is another Golden Eagles first down.
As we Self-Frank that made the catch. And a gain of 12 on that pass. And it's now 1st and 10 again here for Aberdeen Central from their own 44-yard line. Ross again looking to pass. He'll roll to the near side. He'll throw it downfield, hit as he's thrown. Up in the air, and it's through the hands. And missing is Alec Vogley. And it'll bring up now 2nd down and 10. And boy, oh boy, that was a good look there for Vogley. And it just went through his hands as he had his defender beat. And could have found 6, but instead it's 3rd and 14, or excuse me, 3:14 left to go, and it's 2nd and 10 from Aberdeen Central 44-yard line. Working from left to right as we get to towards the end of the first quarter. I formation here for Ross. 2 receivers on the near side. With a toss for Sarda, he'll sidestep one man, gets a block as he'll get out to the 50-yard line, and now a flag will come in. Right at the 44-yard line, and it's going to be a hold on Aberdeen Central.
Offense number 63, 10-yard penalty, still second down.
So the man that is called for the penalty, Bryce Beetlespacher. And he'll back him up 10 yards. And it'll be first down, it's going to be second down and long. It'll be second and 20. It's from the spot of the foul, so it was right out there, and a timeout. As Aberdeen Central will call their first timeout of the evening. 2:55 left to go here in the first quarter. Governors, they trail it. They lead it 18-0. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Innovation. It's right here. Avera St. Mary's Hospital keeps care local for you and your family, offering comprehensive care that has earned 4 out of 5 stars by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services in hospital performance and safety. Avera St. Mary's world-class care is further supported by advanced technology, 2-way video e-consults, 3D mammography, and a state-of-the-art birthing center, so you and your family don't have to go anywhere else, because innovation lives right here in Pierre. Learn more at avera.org/news.
So at 2:55 left to go here in the first quarter. Aberdeen Central took their first time out. And they will have second down and long, second and 20 upcoming after a penalty was called. Sam Rolfe so far is just 1 of 7 for 12 yards. He's nearing that 1,000-yard mark passing this year. He's up to 980 yards. He's just got 20 left to go before he gets to that 1,000-yard mark. However, the Governors have been able to shut him and the rest of this Aberdeen Central Golden Eagle offense down. With not a whole lot of offense to tout right now. Just 29 yards of offense for Aberdeen Central as we are under 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Coming out of the timeout, 3 receivers on the far side. Shotgun formation for Rolfs. He'll take the snap and he'll look for a screen pass. The catch is made out in the flat. He'll slip through one tackler. Dre Byrne is over there to make the tackle as they'll pick up a couple up to the 39-yard line.
Stopped by Sarda and Foley.
As going to bring up third down. And about 16. Selfring made the catch. The second reception of the evening. So third and 16 here for Aberdeen Central from their own 38-yard line. Have to get to the Governor 46-yard line. Shotgun formation again. Ross takes the snap. He'll roll to his right, points over, looks over the middle. The throw is going to be a low one, and it'll be missed on an attempted interception by Lincoln Keenels. And it'll bring up fourth down, and the Governors will force Aberdeen Central to punt the ball away again.
Bring up fourth down.
Another punt upcoming here from Aberdeen Central. And Pierre can go up by at least 20 points here as we get late in the first quarter. A high snap, but it's pulled down. And it's going to be a short punt. The punter did fall over, but was not touched by Pierre. And the roll will take it to around the Governor 42-yard line where it will stop, and Aberdeen Central picks it up. And so Pierre now is back on offense again as they look for another touchdown drive. Technically their fifth drive, however, that punt was muffed by Aberdeen Central and gave the possession right back up to Pierre. And the Governors made no mistake about that one, gave them a second chance, and they will make you pay. First and 10, 3 receivers, far side from the Governor 42, pistol formation. Trey Lewis in the backfield. Keenels give the snap to Lewis. It looked like he bobbled the exchange from Keenels, but he'll pick up maybe a yard to the 42. They was at the 41, so it's at the 42 now. And Lewis picks up a yard, 18 yards rushing here in the first quarter for Trey Lewis, as the Governors lead at 18-0 with 1:30 to go and counting here in the first quarter. 3 receivers out on the far side. Pistol formation. That's a snap that's off the hands of Keenels. He'll pick it back up. Now he's going to roll to his right. He's not going to look to throw. He's going to try and tuck it and run, but he's going to go down at the 40-yard line, a loss of 2. And we'll bring up third down and an 11 now here for the Governors. So big third down upcoming here for Pierre again with 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Keenels have an empty backfield. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 receivers on each side. They'll bunch everybody up near that line of scrimmage. Keenels will roll to the left. Looking to throw. Throws, catches made, and out of bounds is Merquan as he'll get inside the 50-yard line past the midfield mark to the 47-yard line. And Merquan's out of bounds for a first down for the Governors. So they pick it up on third down and 11. As they'll pick up 13 on that throw and catch. With 29 seconds to go, the clock is stopped. First and 10 from the Aberdeen Central 47-yard line. Potentially could be the last play if they stay in bounds or it's not if it's an incompletion. As Keenels will throw, catch is made on the far side and out across the 40-yard line. Merquan makes another catch as he's out to the 37-yard line, right near that first down marker. And they will give him enough for a first down, a gain of 10 for Jack Merquan. And Keenel's now 9 of 11 for 158 yards. Merquan's got 129 yards so far in 5 catches, 21 seconds to go. And this could also be the last play of the first quarter. Pistol formation, 3 receivers to the near side. Keenel's looking to pass. He'll roll to his right, throws. Catch is made by Zabel, and he is going to be wrapped up, and the clock will continue to run as he's out to around the 33-yard line, and that should take us to the end of the first quarter. Gain of 4 for Zabel, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. 13 yards receiving so far for Zabel. Governors lead it 18-0. At the end of the first quarter over Aberdeen Central. Back in a minute with the start of the second quarter. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Announcing the final week of the grand opening of the Sleep Solutions section at Slumberland Furniture in Pierre. Slumberland has reinvented mattress shopping with all the items in one spot, from mattresses, frames, mattress toppers, sheets, padding, pillows, and more. Plus, you'll love the variety of the brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, and Slumberland's own Slumbercrest. The final week of the grand opening of the Sleep Solutions section at Slumberland Furniture on the Truck Bypass in Pierre.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
As we welcome you back here, the Governors lead at 18-0 at the end of the first quarter. With Jenna Hanna back at the station, John Winkler here on this Friday evening as Pierre is looking and threatening to try and score again as we start the second quarter. Lincoln Keenel's 10 of 12 for 162 yards through the air. Trey Lewis with 18 yards of rushing. Lincoln Keenel's with 19 yards. So Pierre with rolling up to near 200 yards of offense in that first quarter, and they lead at 18-0. They got a second chance in that first quarter on their third drive after they punted the ball away. It was muffed. They picked it up and were able then to find their way into the end zone. And a couple of plays later, as Jack Merquan has 2 touchdown grabs so far. Jet Zabel, the first touchdown grab, was a 6-play, 64-yard drive, a 9-yard catch from Zabel. A 2-play, 80-yard drive, which is an 80-yard catch from Merquan. And the 2-play, 18-yard drive, but it was a 26-yard catch from Merquan again.
So
the Governors
want to thank you for your support.
We're going to get the second quarter underway here. An 18-0 lead over Aberdeen Central.
Membership page in tonight's program.
2nd and 6 from the Aberdeen Central 33-yard line to open up this second quarter. Play clock down to 18. Have an empty backfield, 3 receivers left side. Keenels from the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to his left, looks over the middle, throws over the middle. It's a jump ball and it will fall incomplete. Keenels was thrown off his back foot, didn't get all on it, and it will fall incomplete. And it'll bring up 3rd down. As it was, I believe Trey Lewis was the intended receiver. So now it's 3rd and 6 from the 33. 11:54 left to go here in the second quarter. That's the first play of our second quarter. Governors lead at 18-0. 3 receivers on the far side. Aberdeen Central nearly jumped, which would have given the Governors a 3rd and very short, 3rd and inches. Play clock down to 4. Keenels takes a snap, design run left side. He'll get stood up at the 30-yard line. He's going to try and get inside the 30, get to about the 29. It is 4th down and about 1. A gain of 5 for Keenels on that 3rd down run, but it'll bring up 4th and 1. And the Governors are going to keep the offense out on the field and go for it here.
That stop will bring up 4th down and 1 for Pierre.
Pistol formation on 4th and 1 for Pierre. 2 receivers, far side. Keenels will take the snap. He'll roll to his right on play action throw. The catch is going to be made by Zabel. He's down the sideline of the 10 to the 5, barrels over his man and goes in the end zone for a touchdown. On 4th and 1, the Governors throw it from the 29, and Zabel is in again. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game, and Pierre leads at 24-0. With 11:10 left to go in the second quarter. What a play from Jet Zabel, his 3rd catch of the day. And a 29-yard reception to give Pierre now a 20-0 lead. They're going to go for the extra point. Keenels will be the holder this time. As the kick is up and it is good, so it is going to be now 25-0 for Pierre. With 11:10 left to go here in the second quarter. Back in 30 seconds. You listen to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
It was an 8-play, 64-yard drive, and the Pierre Governors were able to score with a throw from Lincoln Keenels to Jet Zabel. 29 yards out, and Pierre now leads it 25-0 over Aberdeen Central. And the Golden Eagles are in a desperate need of finding some points on the board here. With 11:10 left to go here in the second quarter. Still a lot of football game left, but Pierre leading 25-0. It's not what the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles are hoping for on senior night. So on the ensuing kickoff is a squib kick. Grabbed by Aberdeen Central, the 30 to the 35-yard line. And then the ball came out. And Aberdeen Central saying they have it. It was Brady Munson that grabbed it. And they're saying it's Aberdeen Central ball. Pierre got up. And now they're going to turn around, and they do say that Pierre has the ball back. And the Governors are back in business again after a fumble this time off the kickoff. It was not a muffed kick. It was return by Munson. He fumbled the ball, and the Governors find a way to get on top of it. And so now Pierre is back in business on offense at the Aberdeen Central 37-yard line. Three receivers to the near side. Empty backfield here for Keenels on 1st and 10. Puts Lewis in motion. Play action from Keenels. Looking downfield, looking for a home run ball for Hansen. Catch is made. He's in the end zone for a touchdown. Governors lead at 31-0 with 10:55 to go in the second quarter. Matt Hansen makes the grab. And Pierre is right back in the end zone with 10:55 to go here in the second quarter. A 32-yard grab from Matt Hansen. His second catch of the day. First touchdown grab of the night. The extra point upcoming here from the Governors. That kick is up, and it is going to be good. So a 32-0 lead now for Pierre here in the second quarter with 10:55 to play in the half. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
So the Governors now lead at 32-0 off of a fumble on the kickoff. Pierre picked it up, took one play, 32-yard pass from Lincoln Keenels to Matt Hansen. And now the Governors are 3 points away from trying to get a running clock started in the second half. So this is not the start that Aberdeen Central was hoping for. They will get the ball to start the second half, but down right now by 32 points. Even more in desperate need now to score here on this next drive. The kickoff again here from the Governors. Another short one. It will take a couple of bounces, and Aberdeen Central will get on top of it, fall down at the 39-yard line. And they will have it inside their own territory, but good field position here for the Golden Eagles, Sam Rolfs and company.
Golden Eagles moving in 1st and 10 at their 39.
And appear all over Aberdeen Central here in the first half. Rolfs so far is 2 for 9 for 16 yards. South Frank has made both catches for those 16 yards. Just 33 yards of offense so far here for Aberdeen Central. Shotgun formation. Ross will roll to his left. He's going to try and pick up some yards on a design run as he'll get past the 40-yard line to the 42, a gain of 3 for Sam Rolfs, and it's second down and 7. 10:40 to go here in the second quarter. Governors, their only time they have been stopped was a punt that was fumbled and recovered by Pierre, and they scored a couple of plays later. Offensively for Aberdeen, they've been trying to get the ball across midfield and have been unsuccessful so far. Two receivers on the near side. Shotgun formation for Rolfs. They'll look to pass, so a quick throw, quick hitter. The catch is going to be made by Mason Huff, and he'll be out near the 48-yard line.
Close pass complete to Mason Huff.
Gain of
6 yards.
6. And it brings up 3rd and 1. Just the third completion of the day for Ross, who's 3 for 10 now. 3rd and 1 from the Aberdeen Central 48-yard line. They got to get to the 49-yard line. Ross will go under center. One man in the backfield, two receivers out right side. They'll pitch it over for Sarda. He gets tripped up, but he's able to keep his balance and fall to the 50-yard line. A gain of 2 for Sarda. And a first down for Aberdeen as they get at midfield right at the 50. And we'll bring up a first down here for the Golden Eagles with 9:23 left to go here in the first half. And Aberdeen Central will get the ball to start the second half And if you're Aberdeen, you want to find a way to put points on the board last and then get that opening possession and score some points in the third quarter. As we'll have a flag before the play and a false start upcoming here on Aberdeen Central.
False start, number 8 on the offense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Jacob Merksbauer is the man that was guilty of the false start. And it's 1st and 15 now from the Aberdeen 45-yard line. Pierre will take on Brookings next Thursday. That's a 6 o'clock start. 5:30 for pregame, 6 o'clock kickoff right here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Two receivers out on the far side for Aberdeen Central. Shotgun formation with 2 men in the backfield. Handoff for Sarda again, but he is wrapped up and he is not going anywhere. Jaden Floor on the tackle.
Brought down by Pierre.
And it'll bring up now 2nd down and 16, a loss of 1 for Sarda.
It's a loss of 1.
8:25 to go here in the first half.
Running at 2nd and 16.
From the Aberdeen Central 44, 2nd and 16. Two receivers in the near side, shotgun formation. 3 down linemen for the Governors, looking to show a blitz. Ross with a quick toss to the far side. The catch is made, and escaping was Merksbauer to avoid one hit, and then he's going to go past midfield. The flag's going to come in at the very end as he gets to the 44-yard line, is where he's tackled. Then we'll have the flag, and we'll see what the flag is. It's around the tackle, so it could potentially be on Pierre. But so far, it stands to be a gain of 12. And it's a face mask call on Pierce, so a 12-yard completion to Merksbauer, and then a 15-yard penalty top onto it. So now Aberdeen Central is in really good field position at the Governor 29-yard line. 7:50 left to go here in the first half. Two receivers on the far side. Shotgun formation here for Rolfs. 2 men in the backfield. Governors again showing blitz. We'll try and bring the blitz, but Sarda gets the handoff. He's going to be wrapped up in the line. He's going to try and fall forward. I think he's going to fall forward for a yard. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 9 from the Governor 28-yard line. 32-0 lead here in the first half. 7:20 left to go here in the second quarter. Aberdeen Central in desperate need of a score, down by that 32 points. 35 is that magic number for a running clock in the second half, and Pierre is closing in on it. Two receivers near side, shotgun formation for Ross. He'll take the snap, he'll look to pass, another quick hitter out to the far side. Merksbauer makes the catch, he gets past his man, but then is brought down as he'll get for enough for a first down to around the 13-yard line. A gain of 15 for Merksbauer. And it'll bring up 1st and 10 now from the Governor at 13-yard line. So Rolfs now with 49 yards. He's hit his last 3 pass attempts. And in the red zone for the first time is Aberdeen Central. Play clock down to 7. 6:30 to go here in the first half. A good block there of the pitch to Sarda. He'll cut it back. He's inside the 5-yard line to around the 4. And Sarda's got his best run as they'll spot him right at the 5-yard line. As they'll pick up 8 yards. And it's 2nd down and 2 from the Governor 5-yard line. 6 minutes to play here in the first half. 2nd and 2 from the 5. Those look like a goal line here for Aberdeen Central. I formation. A toss to Sarda again. He's wrapped up. Huska had him but lost him. And then it was Sarda will dive for the end zone and get in. Thinking Huska had a chance, but he couldn't get the full grip of him. And Aberdeen Central is able to score and get on the board on a 5-yard run from Carson Sarda. And a score that will bring Aberdeen Central back right now within 26. And the extra point upcoming here from Tatum Brownson. Kick is up, and it is going to be good. 32-7. Governors now lead it by 25 over Aberdeen Central in their first score of the game. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
People helping people. Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Wahi Federal Credit Union member? At Wahi Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Wahi Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do. Wahi Federal Credit Union.
As we welcome you back, you are listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station. It was a 9-play, 64-yard drive, 5-yard touchdown run from Carson Sardam, and the Governors now only lead 32-7 as Aberdeen Central gets in for the first time in the ball game. Sardam with 22 yards now on 8 carries. As we'll wait for the kickoff upcoming here in just a moment. But again, we hit the 8 o'clock hour. Pierre and Aberdeen Central are playing here in Week 8. As we look for some more scores, we'll try and get those scores to you. As the Governors lead it by 25 points.
Browns into kickoff for Central.
We'll get you those score updates as here in just a little bit. Pierre again leading 32-7.
Lewis.
Can't expect it to, but you might see a onside kick here from Aberdeen Central. It is going to be kicked deep. It'll be taken by the Governors. Near side here for Lewis. He'll escape through. 35-40. Flag comes in. It'll get past midfield before he goes down, before he gets taken out of play. But the flag is all the way back at the 31-yard line in Governor territory. And that will be costly to the Governors. And the Governors are going to be guilty of a holding call, as Austin Foley is the man that is going to be called against him. So Pierre go all the way back to their own 21-yard line.
At their 21-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for their 21. Shotgun formation. Keno's a little step up in the pocket. He's out to the 22 where he has had a good open field tackle there from the Golden Eagles, and he'll bring up 2nd down. A gain of just a minimal gain for Keno's, and that's 1st down play for Pierre.
No gain makes it 2nd down and 10.
Gain of 1 for Keno's, bring up 2nd and 9. Governors lead at 32-7 here in the first half with 4:55 to go. Lewis will get the handoff as he's going to be wrapped up. No gain for Trey Lewis. And it brings out 3rd down and 9. The Governors don't want to go 3 and out here, just especially right after Aberdeen Central scored. You don't want to get that offense right back on the field for the Golden Eagles. 3 receivers on the far side for Keno's. Empty backfield, shotgun formation on 3rd down and 9. He'll look to pass. Instead, he'll step right up in the pocket. He is hit at the 25-yard line. He's able to carry his way out to around the 28, but he had to get to the 31. So it was a gain of 6, and it's 4th down. The Governors want to punt the ball away. So not the possession that Pierre was hoping for. And they go 3 and out. And Aberdeen Central will get the ball back. They're going to try and mount a comeback here. And, all of a sudden, if you score here and end the half, get the ball to start the second half, you can make this a 32-21 game pretty quickly. As that one will take Aberdeen Central hop. And then Aberdeen Central it was nearly pushed into the ball. It was Merkwan or Noah Williams. Couldn't tell if that was 13 or 17. Almost tried to push the Aberdeen Central man into the ball, but was unsuccessful in doing that. But it's still 1st and 10 now here for Aberdeen Central at their own 39-yard line.
Central takes over 1st and 10 at their 39-yard line.
Rolfson, that last possession, went 3 for 3. To help lead that drive for the Golden Eagles to go down and score their first of the day. Down 32-7. Receiver on each side under center. Rolfson pitch for Sarda as he'll cut it inside the left tackle and he'll get to the 45-yard line. Him at the 46. A gain of 7 as 2nd down and 3. Sarda starting to pick things up here a little bit. 29 yards carrying on 9 attempts. But the last 3 has picked up 20 yards on those last 3 attempts. He had just 9 yards on his first 6 attempts of the day. But 20 in his last 3 has put him in a good spot and made this offense feel a little bit more confident as well. 2 receivers out to the far side. Ross will look to pass. He's rolling. The throw is going to be off the hands, and it's going to be incomplete. And I'll bring up 3rd down and 3. Not a bad look there for Aberdeen, trying to go to the far sideline. But now here the Golden Eagles face a 3rd and 3 from the Eagle 46-yard line. And we'll see what Coach Svensson and the rest of the Aberdeen Central coaching staff wants to draw up here with 13 on the play clock. 3rd and 3. 4 down linemen for the Governors. From under center. Offset I formation, a pitch for Sarda. He gets a good block. He's past the 50, the 45 to the 40. He's a good open field tackle by Jacob Mayer. Saves a touchdown as he gets to the 31 to Sarda. And it's a 1st down here for Aberdeen Central. Gain of 28 for Sarda. And it'll bring up 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. That was a good open field tackle by Jacob Mayer. Otherwise, Sarda could have busted that one all the way for Pater. 2 receivers, far side shotgun formation for Rolfs. And the Governors are loading up that box. Handoff for Sarda. He gets to the 29-yard line. Carson Sarda is to the 29, a gain of 2. Austin Foley, Jet Zabel in on the tackle for the Governors. It'll be 2nd down and 8. And Sarda is really starting to feel it here. In the last now 5 runs, he's picked up 50 yards. From under center, I formation. Play action, Rolfs looking to pass. He's hit as he throws, and it's going to be short, but a flag will come in on the throw, and it will most likely be a call against the Governors, which would be
Number 9, 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
Jacob Mayer is called for the pass interference, a 15-yard penalty from the 29-yard line. We'll take him inside the red zone. And now the referee started to move things. He started to move things up. Then he had to go back to where he was at. Should take him all the way to the 14-yard line, just inside the 15. That's where Aberdeen Central has it inside the red zone. 1st and 10 upcoming with 1:37 to go. So where Pierre led 32-7, now all of a sudden Aberdeen Central can put some points on the board, potentially try and send this into the locker room with just those last points, the last couple plays. Another pitch for Sarda. He's at the near side. He sidesteps a man. He's in the 10, the 5, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown. And Carson Sarda has scored from 14 yards out, and Aberdeen Central has put up back-to-back scores. And with 1:30 left to go, if Pierre wants to try and cut into what the Golden Eagles are starting to do, they've got to find a way to score in 90 seconds, but they do have all 3 timeouts. A 14-yard run for Carson Sarda. His second touchdown run of the day. Extra point is up, and it's off the upright, off the left upright, and it is no good. So the Governors catch somewhat of a break, but it's 32-13 now. Pierre leads it over Aberdeen Central. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
First United Methodist Church would like to take this time to wish the Pierre Governors great success in this sports season. Athletic competition builds skills, leadership, teamwork, and provides lifelong lessons in character development. I'm Pastor Greg, and I invite you to join us for meaningful worship, personal growth, and compassionate fellowship. For a list of worship times and upcoming events, visit our website, pierrefirstumc.org, or our Facebook page, Pierre First United Methodist Church.
So it was a 5-play drive that ended with a 14-yard touchdown run. And the Pierre Governors now lead it 32-13 over Aberdeen Central. The extra point was doinked off the left upright with 90 seconds left to go here before halftime. Governors will send 3 guys back. And with only 90 seconds left to go, Pierre with 3 timeouts potentially can find their way down the field and try and put some points up. The kick is a good one all the way back to around the 5-yard line, but it is bobbled. And the Governors pick it up at the 10-yard line, trying to get to the 15, cutting back as Lewis, he's going to get to the 25-yard line, so he's still able to get good field position for the Governors after bobbling the kick. And Trey Lewis out to the 25. And now the Governors, with 1:23 left to go here in the first half, have an opportunity to try and extend this lead back up.
First and 10 at their 25.
First and 10 from the 25-yard line. Keno's empty backfield, 2 receivers on each side. He'll look to pass, looking over the middle, throws over the middle. The catch is going to be dropped by Jaden Wiebe as he was open in the middle of the field.
Keno's pass dropped by Wiebe.
And now Keno's at 12 of 16 through the air. 4 touchdown passes so far, though, for Lincoln Keno's. Excuse me, 5 touchdown passes for Lincoln Keno's. Can't even add that right. 1:18 left to go here in the first half. Keno's will step up, designed to have a quarterback keeper as he'll get out of bounds. A good job by Keno's to get out of bounds at around the 31-yard line, a gain of 6 on that rush for Lincoln Keno's. And it'll be 3rd down and 4 now here for Pierre. So Keno's looking.
6 yards to make it 3rd and 4.
The Governors looking to pick up a first down here on 3rd and 4. Keno's looking to pass, steps up, throws, looking for Merquan down the field. The catch is made by Merquan. He's out to the 35, to the 30. He's wrapped up, thrown down at around the 30-yard line. And the Governors are right back in business here with 1:03 to go, as Merquan is going to be taken at the 31 where they're going to spot him. From the Governor 31 all the way down to the Aberdeen Central 31.
1st and 10 here at the Central 27-yard line.
So he's at 27. Gain of 40 for Merquan. And now the Governors. Keno's throws near side at the sideline. The catch is made by Merquan. And he's out of bounds at around the 7-yard line. Gain of 20 for Merquan.
Keno's pass complete to Merquan.
And the Governors are right back down the field And here is an opportunity for Pierre inside the red zone at the 7-yard line. The Governors looking to score here with 46 seconds to play in the first half. Keno's another throw, looking for Merkwan, a back shoulder fade. Trying to create separation with Merkwan, but it'll fall incomplete. And it'll bring up second down and goal from the 7-yard line. Governors looking to extend their lead with 43 seconds left to go here in this first half. Second goal from the 7. Keno's will send a man in motion. He'll throw over the middle. It's going to fall incomplete as two Aberdeen Central players ran into each other. But it'll be now third and goal from the 30 with 39 seconds left to go. Third and goal from the 7 upcoming.
That'll make it third and goal for Pierre.
3 receivers will be out wide here on the left side for Keno's on the line, moving from left to right. Merkwan, the lone receiver, and a timeout is called.
Aberdeen.
And it's Aberdeen Central that calls the timeout. So with 39 seconds left to go here in the first half, Aberdeen Central will take their second timeout with a second and goal from the 7 upcoming. Back in a minute, you're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Do you want the best prices and best selection? Go to Wagner Auto in Pierre. The certified sales staff at Wagner Auto will provide you service after the sale and how to get easy financing. Check out their website, WagnerAuto.com, or stop in. They have the best prices and won't be undersold. Wagner Auto has the region's largest selection with over 280 new and quality pre-owned vehicles. GM certified pre-owned vehicles give you peace of mind with their 12-month or 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty and 5-year or 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Log on to WagnerAuto.com or stop by Wagner Auto in Pierre, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer since 1907.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of Heat-A-Later fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of Heat-A-Later fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heat-A-Later Fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
Coming out of the timeouts, the Governors were able to get Aberdeen Central to jump across the line. So it'll be half the distance to the goal. Is still second down and goal. And it'll take it to the 3-yard line. So second and goal for the 3. Keno's empty backfield. 3 receivers left side. Design run for Keno's. He'll speed through. He's in the end zone and in for a touchdown for the Governors. And it's 38-13. With 35 seconds to go here in the first half. It's the design keeper for Keno's, and from 3 yards out, it's going to be tough to try and stop him from there. And the Governors now have a 38-13 lead with just 35 seconds left to go here in the first half. Extra point for the Governors is up, and it will be good. 39-13, Governors lead over Aberdeen Central. With 35 seconds left to go in the first half, back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories. Go Govs!
Coming up at halftime, we'll run down some scores. We'll run down stats as the Governors right now lead at 39-13 over Aberdeen Central. Jen Hanna back at the station. John Winkler here on this chilly Friday evening. First real cool game that we've had so far on the season. The Governors will be at home to finish out the season and potentially finish out the year at home, all the way up leading up to what would be the Dakota Dome if they make the state championship. They can lock up this 2 seed with a win today and on Thursday. and would be guaranteeing themselves to be at home leading up to the state championship. So coming up here is the kickoff as the Governors, again, kick it from left to right. Aberdeen Central with 35 seconds and 1 timeout at the 20-yard line to the 25. Here the near side 30, and will be tackled as Mertz is out to the 39-yard line.
Stop by Lewis.
Excuse me, 35 where they're going to spot him. And with 29 seconds left to go and 1 timeout, we'll see if Aberdeen Central wants to take a shot or not before we hit halftime. Governors opened up a 32-0 lead. At 39-13 right now, Aberdeen Central trying to maybe put some more points on the board before we hit halftime. As a quick pass near side, the catch is made and going out of bounds as it is Selfrank that makes the catch. He has enough for a first down, a gain of 11 to the 46.
You know what that means, move those chains. That's an Aberdeen Central first down.
And Ross has now gotten 60 yards of passing on 6 of 14 so far here this evening. 23.7 to go in the first half. Receiver on each side, shotgun formation. The snap is a wild one for Ross. He picks it up. Now he's going to look to scramble and find some kind of daylight to make a throw, or as he'll find an open man, the catch is going to be made on the far sideline, down the sideline, and it will into the end zone, dragging Austin Foley in. Is going to be Alec Vogley. No flags on the field that I can see, and the Governors have given up a huge touchdown with 9 seconds to go here in the first half. The bad snap in Aberdeen Central, that's what they've been doing all year, is those bad snaps turn into big plays. And Aberdeen Central has done it again. Vogley with a 54-yard catch. His first catch of the night. And there's over 100 yards now for Sam Ross. The extra point is up and good with 9 seconds left to go. Turns into a 2-play drive with 65 yards and a 54-yard catch by Vogley. And Aberdeen Central has put themselves in a good spot here, 39-20. And now you're looking at going in the second half. You look at this and say, well, most likely Pierre's not going, as long as they don't take the kickoff back, or maybe play, one play is all we have left in this second half, or in this first half. And as Aberdeen Central doesn't allow any points, well, then they got a chance to open up the second half with some points, and once down 32 could make it a 12-point game. That is an incredible turn right now, as Aberdeen Central has come back now down by 19. And depending on what they want to do, they could go for 2, make it an 11-point game, and then you're a touchdown and a field goal away from tying it up. So with 9 seconds left to go, I would assume there'll probably be somewhat of a squib kick upcoming here from Aberdeen Central. Well, the Governors were that close to potentially getting the running clock going. But instead, now Aberdeen Central has put themselves down by just 19. As a short kick to the sideline, the far sideline is going to be picked up at around the 10-yard line. Down the far sideline, the Governors have 3.2 seconds to work with, as it'll be from around the 34-yard line. So here is Pierre with 3.2 left to go. Are they going to try and pass one? Or are they going to maybe just go into halftime? We'll see with the wind that there's not much wind anymore. There was wind that was blowing in favor of the Governors. And Keenels will pump fake. Now he'll throw it, and he'll throw it out of play. And that will end the first half. So at once it was 32-0 for Pierre. Now it's 39-20 here at halftime. Aberdeen Central is stormed back. They will get the ball to start the second half. And things can quickly change here on a dime as the Governors, once up 32, now only up 19 as we head to halftime. Back in 3 minutes with halftime stats. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
This is Art from East Pierre Landscape and Garden Center. Did you know we are open 7 days a week? We're your shopping destination rather than simply a producer of nursery plants. We know what plants work in the area and offer high-quality landscape design services, plant materials, handmade outdoor crafts, and high-quality garden art. Let us make your yard and garden one to remember. East Pierre Landscape and Garden Center, east on Highway 34, north of Farm Island in Pierre.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping is who you should call as we enter the fall season. They can make sure your lawn makes it through the tough South Dakota winters. They can help with the fall cleanup, winterize that sprinkler system so that it can be ready to go in the spring. And once the snow starts to fly, they can help with that too. Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, helping customers year-round. Call Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, 280-4440.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
BankWest Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent to put BankWest Insurance to work for you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
All Pro Towing and Repair offers 24/7 light, medium, and heavy towing, jump starts, lockouts, roadside assistance, and recovery. The All Pro Towing and Repair team of professionals offers prompt, courteous, and top-notch services to Central South Dakota. If you find yourself in need of a tow, jump, or lockout, contact All Pro Towing and Repair, 605-669-2075. That's 605-669-2075.
Pictures are memories we want to last forever. For those special times, call Bridget M. Photography, a unique boutique photography studio offering family portraits, children, seniors, and even your pets. They're available for weddings, commercial events, and sports photography. Stop in and visit their studio in Pierre or look over their website at bridgetmphoto.com. Pictures and memories that will last forever. From Bridget M. Photography in Pierre.
As we welcome you back here to Swisher Field as we are at halftime, the Pierre Governors lead 39-20 over Aberdeen Central, as it was once a 32-point lead for the Governors, is now a 19-point advantage after the Governors would open up just points after points after points. They scored on their first two possessions. They punt the ball away, but ended up getting the ball back because it was a muff punt. They scored another touchdown. They scored 5 straight touchdowns where they punt the ball away, and then scored one more time to make it 39-13. However, Aberdeen Central was able to score on their last 3 drives to make it 39-20, and that's where we sit here at the end of the first half. Pierre was so close to starting a running clock in the second half. Now instead, they've got to get a stop here. Otherwise, it's a 12-point game. They're right back within 2 possessions as Aberdeen if they're able to score when they get the ball to open up the second half. That is something that was not really expected or not really thought of at the beginning of this game, or not, I shouldn't say the beginning of this game, but midway point of the first quarter, towards the end of the first quarter. It didn't feel like that was going to be the case. However, now we're sitting at a 39-20 game, and Aberdeen Central with the ball to start the second half has an opportunity to pull back within 2 scores, as they could potentially trail by as few as 11 if they would go for 2, which would then be a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and then a field goal away from tying things back up. overall in stats so far in the first half, unofficially, Aberdeen Central has gained 200 yards. Pierre has gained 341 yards, 86 rushing yards, 114 passing yards for Sam Rolfs, who has thrown a touchdown pass through that 54-yarder at the end of the first half to get Aberdeen Central back within 19. And 73 yards rushing for Carson Sarda, as he has 2 rushing touchdowns so far, and that's pretty much been the offense. 4 different guys have caught passes. Merksbauer with 2. Selfrink's got 3 catches. Vogeley's got the 54-yard touchdown grab, and Huff has the 6-yard reception for 114 yards that Aberdeen Central has. For the Pierre Governors in the first half, Merkwan's been pretty busy. 7 catches, 189 yards, and 2 touchdown grabs. Matt Hansen with a touchdown grab on 2 catches, 44 yards. Kate Kaiser with an 11-yard catch. Jet Zabel has got 3 catches, 2 of those for touchdowns for 42 yards. And Trey Lewis has a catch for -3 yards. He does have 18 rushing yards for the Governors. Lincoln Keno's rushing 10 carries, 40 yards, and a touchdown. He has thrown 5 touchdown passes so far as Lincoln Keno's. He is 14 of 20 for 283 yards so far on the day. The Governors with 341 yards of total offense in the first half, but yet they, and rightfully so, they lead it by 19. And 19 points. Let's say that's 3 possessions that the Governors are up. However, it just doesn't feel that way after being up 32-0 and now only leading 39-20. It doesn't feel as though this game, sometimes it might feel the game's out of reach. You know, the Governors won by 10 last week, 52-42. That never really got to a 19, 20-point deficit. But here in this game, just the way the scoring has been in the first half, does not feel like that's the case, going to be the case. In this game, that a 19-point lead is not comfortable for the Pierre Governors going into the second half. And, you know, we kind of mentioned it, that Aberdeen Central, when they beat Yankton, their best plays, or when the ball was snapped, was a bad snap, and Sam Ross had to improvise a little bit and found receivers and threw it downfield. He's got a big arm, got a strong arm, and that's exactly what Aberdeen Central was able to do at the end of the first half. It was a bad snap. Ross picked it up. Governors kind of abandoned where they were at and left the man open, Vogeley open, to make the catch and score. And that's how we stand at the end of the first half with a 39-20 lead. We'll step aside for 3 minutes. We'll come back and we'll give you some halftime stats, some halftime scores across the state. And you're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre is a proud supporter of area athletes and their fans. Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre knows it takes hard work to achieve success in sports and the support of great people. That's why Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre is the place for all of your feed, seed, animal health, and grilling needs. They work hard for the community and are thankful for the support of their great customers. Visit Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre, 504 Deadwood Street. Sioux Nation supports area athletes. Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
At Black Hills Federal Credit Union, our top priority is providing value to our members. Since 1941, we have helped our neighbors buy homes and vehicles, finance their farms and ranches, insure their assets, and retire comfortably. From Custer to Sioux Falls, we live and work in our communities, and we treat our members like family. Visit bhfcu.com to learn more about how you can join. BHFCU is member-owned, not-for-profit, and federally insured by NCUA.
It takes hard work to reach goals. It's a truth that applies to more than just sports. It also goes for your financial goals. You work hard for your money. You deserve an investment strategy that lines up with your game plan. Your local Edward Jones financial advisor can help. If your investments aren't getting you closer to the win, visit edwardjones.com or stop by your local Pierre area Edward Jones office for a financial review. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
It is time to control noxious weeds. Do you have a control plan in place? If not, contact your local weed and pest supervisor to help you set up a plan. Effort now will save you time and money in the future. This is Paul Johnson, South Dakota State University Extension Weed Science Coordinator, asking for your support to get this statewide noxious weed problem under control.
As we welcome you back here to Swisher Field here in Aberdeen, John Winkler here on this Friday evening as we tell you some scores across the state, especially in 11AA, as the Governors right now lead at 39-20 at halftime. Other scores, O'Gorman already beat Huron 46-0 here this evening. T area all over Spearfish 39-0. Brookings just took a 20-7 lead over Yankton. And again, if Yankton ends up winning that and Pierre wins here tonight, it'll end up being the 2 seed for Pierre. That would be wrapped up. Otherwise, it'll be Brookings and Pierre next Thursday, this coming Thursday, for the number 2 seed in the 11AA playoffs. Mitchell and Watertown are tied 13-13 so far. That is the scores for 11AA. In 9B, the Soybeans Chargers, they lost 50-0 earlier today to Potter County. It was a 55-14 win for Britton Hecla. We try and give you an update here for Stanley County, who is playing in 9AA here this evening at home to finish out the season. As they have already won. They won 50-0 over Dupree and have closed out the season. They're over 500 to close out the season. So a big win for Stanley County, Max Voth and company, as they pick up a 50-point win over Dupree to close out the regular season. Governors lead at 39-20 as they come back out in the field. We step aside for 3 minutes, and we come back with the second half. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
As long as you have a local cooperative, you'll never farm alone. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, our team is your team, ready to help you make the decisions that are vital to your operation. From the seed, plant health, and marketing the grain, to fuel to keep you running, the feed to supplement your herds, and the financing programs to make it all possible. We're here for you. Give CHS Midwest Cooperative a call today and let us show you the value of the co-op. Local, loyal, and trusted for generations.
When a disaster damages your home or business, you need immediate support from experts you can count on. ServiceMaster is there for your burst and leaking pipes, basement flooding, drying and dehumidification, roof leaks and failures, carpet and upholstery. We know your situation is unique. That's why we give every type of damage in every building the individual attention of certified experts who have the real-world experience to come up with the best solution. No type of damage is too big or too small for us to handle. We're standing by 24/7. Call ServiceMaster 844-902-2938.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Let Country Carpet and Flooring help you update your home or office with the latest fashion trends. With over 30 years of experience, we can help you find the right flooring or window treatments for your needs. Stop down to 414 East Sioux Avenue or call for an appointment at 224-9297 for your free consultation and estimate. Go Govs!
This fall, sip on a warm, soothing apple cider and bathe in the radiance of the changing colors before you smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to bank some noise for fall sports. Stop for goal line stands, holler for a game-winning ace, and go berserk for a chip in from the rough. Let's give the home team all we've got. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank.
Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com. Member FDIC.
Faith Lutheran Church prays for God's blessings to all of our athletes and their families. We're proud of the commitment and dedication that you give to your team. We would love for you to join us and celebrate the successes that God gives to us on the field, in the classroom, and throughout our lives. You can worship with us at Faith Lutheran Church on Sundays at 8:30 and 11 a.m., on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m., or you can watch online at faithluth.com/livestream.
As we welcome you back here, we are getting set for the second half between Pierre and Aberdeen Central. With Jen Hanna back at the station, John Winkler here as we are set for the second half. The Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles will get the ball to start the second half as the Govs will be looking for a big defensive stop here. They need this stop, even though, yes, they're up by 19. And you maybe look at the score and say, well, it's a 19-point game. It is, you're right. But the way Aberdeen Central has been able to go down the field and score the last 3 possessions, they can cut it within 12 here with a touchdown, potentially even 11 if they go for 2 and get it. So this is a big possession here for the Pierre Governor's defense, trying to get a stop on Aberdeen Central. And we're just about set to kick things off here in the second half. For the Golden Eagles, 114 yards for Sam Ross. He's 7 of 15 with a touchdown pass so far. He missed his first 5 passes. So since then he is 7 of 12. To be 7 of 10 and has looked a lot better since then. Carson Sarda, 73 yards rushing, 2 touchdown runs. And 4 different men have received passes from Rolfs. None bigger than Vogeley's 54-yard touchdown grab to finish out the first half. So as we are ready here for the second half to begin, the Governors will kick things deep. Selfrank and Huffer back deep. So we are underway as the second half is underway. As the 15-yard line out to the 25, to the 30, 35, to the 40. And Aberdeen Central has got themselves really good position. Huffman goes out to the 39-yard line, near the 40-yard line, and Aberdeen Central has got really good field position to open up their first drive of the second half from the 40-yard line. That's where Sam Ross will take over. Moving from left to right. Aberdeen Central down by 19. First play of the second half, 2 receivers to the near side. Ross will go from under center. He'll toss it for Sarda, who's been very good, but this time the Governors will be better on this play as they get in the backfield. Hayden Espy was the first man to get to him. And a good play there from Hayden Espy to have a loss of 5 for Sarda on the first play of the second half. And it's 2nd and 15. Boy, Sarda had nowhere to go. They blew up the offensive line, did that front line of Jaden Floor, Hayden Espy, and Emmett Anderson. Anderson had a great game last Friday. Brought him up as one of the player of the games as he played so well in that starting spot. As Ross avoids 1 sack, he's going to step back up. He is hit. He is going to go down. And a Jaden Floor sack for the Governors all the way back to the 25-yard line. A loss of 10, and it's 3rd down and 25. So Aberdeen Central is going backwards here on this drive. A loss of 5 and a loss of 10, and now a 3rd and 25. 2 receivers to the far side. Shotgun formation here for Rolfs. 3 down linemen for the Pierre Governors. Ross takes the snap. He was looking to pass, rolling to his left, throws, and it's going to be overthrowing his receiver. And it's going to fall incomplete. And the Governors will force a 3-and-out and a huge 3-and-out. There from the Pierre Governor defense. Getting 2 plays for losses. And it brings up 4th down and 25 and a punt upcoming from their own 25-yard line.
Lewis and Wybe to receive.
Trey Lewis and Jaden Weeby are back deep. Rugby-style punt. Calling for a fair catch is Weeby. And he will grab it at the 43-yard line, and that's where the Governors will take over. And their first possession here of the third quarter. So a 3-and-out charge to Aberdeen Central. And from the 44-yard line, the Governors will have an opportunity here to increase their lead. Up by 19, 39-20. With 10:21 to go here in the third quarter. Play action, Keenel's looking to pass. He'll throw over the middle. The catch is going to be made by Kaiser. He's going to be racing forward all the way to the 32-yard line, and Kate Kaiser has given the Governors a good first play of their third quarter. Arts makes the tackle. And a big gain there from Kate Kaiser. 24 for Kaiser on his second catch. And over 300 yards passing now for Lincoln Keenels. 307 yards unofficially. Back to pass again as Keenel steps up in the pocket, throws over the middle, and catch is made again. This time by Matt Hansen. He's got enough for a first down to the 21-yard line. A gain of 11 for Hansen. And it brings up now 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 for the 21. Pierre's making their way in. Moving quickly here to open up this third quarter. Keenel's back to pass again, another time, throws, and that one goes over the top of the right shoulder of Jet Zabel, who couldn't get the arm up in time to knock it down. And it went past another defensive back, went right past Parker Bauer. And I'll bring it up 2nd and 10 from the 21-yard line. Governors are looking to score here in their first drive of the second half. After forcing a 3-and-out, 9:35 to go in the third quarter, they lead at 39-20. 2nd and 10 from the 21, 2 receivers near side, pistol formation. Keenels will step back. He's going to try to avoid a sack. He'll stiff arm a man. Now he's under the 20 to the 15. He'll get out of bounds as he picked up 11 yards on a rush, maybe just enough for a 10-yard rush. He's up to the 11 where he need to be at. I think it's enough for a first down. And they will give him the first down to the 11. 10-yard rush for Lincoln Keenels. The right side of a 10-yard rush. And it's 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Keenels with 50 yards rushing now. So now the Governors are well inside the red zone. Play action, Keenels rolling to his right. Now he's going to stop, go back to his left. He'll throw a look into the end zone. Matt Hansen is there to make the catch. And the Governors score again. Kate Kaiser makes the catch in the end zone, and the Governors scored again. 45-20. Kaiser from 11 yards out. And Pierre goes right down the field and scores. A 56-yard drive for the Pierre Governors. From 11 yards out, Pierre is able to get it. We'll have a flag before the extra point. Should be
flag on the play.
Probably a false start.
False start. Offense, number 65. 5-yard penalty. We play the down.
As that is Matthew Brewer, that it gets called for the false start penalty. And they'll move it back 5 yards and try the extra point again. Keenel's at 6 touchdown passes now here in the game, as the Governors looking to go up 46-20. That extra point is up and is wide right, and it is no good. So a 45-20 lead for the Governors. They lead it by 25 with 9:20 to go here in the third quarter. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you.
If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
So it was a 5-play, 56-yard drive, and it's capped off by an 11-yard touchdown catch by Cade Kaiser. And the Governors now lead it 45-20 as we open things up here in the third quarter. And with 9:20 left to go here in the third, Pierre has that 25-point lead back. And again, the running clock starts at 35, so Pierre will have to score 2 more times to try and get that enacted here in the second half. When the extra point was missed after Brewer was called for a false start, that ball will go out of bounds on the kickoff. Cole Peterson is not taking the kicks for the Governors, and Aberdeen Central will get really good field position after the ball goes out of bounds. So the Golden Eagles will be in a prime spot here. They need to score again. They're down by 25.
Free kick out of bounds on the kicking team. First and 10, 35.
They'll get a 35-yard line. And Sam Ross, who had those 3 plays did not go well for Aberdeen Central to open up the second half. 5-yard loss, a 10-yard loss, and an incomplete pass. So from the 35-yard line, Aberdeen Central from their own 35-yard line. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the far side. Handoff for Sarda. He'll try and jump over the pile that was on the ground as he'll get to the 39-yard line, a gain of 4. And I'll bring up 2nd down and 6. 9 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Pierre leads at 45-20. 3 down linemen here for the Pierre Governors. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers out on the far side. 2 men in the backfield. Starting to get the handoff. He'll try and sidestep one man. He slips through one tackler. He'll slip through another tackler. And he'll get across the first down marker to the 46-yard line. And a gain of 7. And Sarda was able to slip through multiple tacklers there to pick up that first down. So he's got 79 yards rushing on 15 attempts. That's 1st and 10 from the Aberdeen Central 46. 49-20. Governors lead by 29 with 8:18 to go here in the third quarter. 2 receivers on the far side. A receiver here on the lone receiver here on the near side. 2 men in the backfield. Rolf's looking to pass. He's looking to his left. Looks all the way over there. The catch is going to be made on the far side and thrown down the 50-yard line. As Vogley will get maybe across the 50. Yeah, they'll spot him at the 49 in Pierre territory. As there'll be a gain of 5 for Vogley on his second catch. And now 8 of 17 for 119 yards is Rolfs. He will continue to roll the clock here with 7:35 left to go in the third quarter. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers here on the near side. The 49-yard line, Rolfs will throw over the middle to the far sideline. The catch is made and out to the 40-yard line in Pierre territory. And Vogley's got another catch, this one of 9 yards. And it's 1st and 10 for Aberdeen Central as they work into Governor territory.
That 11 yards will move the chains for another Golden Eagles first down.
Aberdeen Central, down by 29. They've got to move quickly. Don't want to move too fast, but they've got to move quickly here. 2 receivers in the near side, although the clock was stopped. Sarda gets the handoff. He'll jump out of a man that had him by his feet. Deegan Huska had him by his feet, but Sarda was able to jump away from him and gets it to the 34-yard line. Gain of 6 on that first down carry.
Shot by Pierre and Foley.
And with 6:50 to go here in the third quarter. Second down and 4 from the 34.
34-yard line.
Ross has been in shotgun this entire drive. 2 receivers on the near side. 3 down lineman for the Governors. Rolling to his right is Rolfs. He'll throw over the middle. That's a catch. It will be incomplete. Actually, Keenels came up with it, but it skipped into his hands. So it brings up now 3rd down and 4.
Third down and 4.
It's a big 3rd down play here for Aberdeen. They're down by 29 with 6:33 left to go. It's going to be down by 25 with 6:33 left to go. 45-20 is their score, and Aberdeen needs a big first down. With 10 seconds to go on the play clock, they're just now breaking the huddle. They've got to move quickly here. I don't think Aberdeen Central wants to use too many timeouts early on. They get the play off, and Sardo will get the pitch. Trying to pick up 4 yards here on 3rd down. He gets to the 31 where he stood up, and he's going to be just short. It's going to be 4th down and 1. Governors are able to stand him up right there at the 31-yard line. Chase Sardo was the man that I believe, or maybe it was for the Governors, it was Jaden Floor that was actually able to get over and stop him. A gain of 3, and it's 4th and 1. And Aberdeen Central will keep the offense on the field halfway through this third quarter. 4th and 1 from the Governor 31. Aberdeen Central looking to pull back closer here, down by 25. Here in the third quarter. Full house here for Aberdeen Central. Under center, a toss for Sarda. He's going to pick up that yard right at the 30-yard line. He's going to have enough for a first down, I believe. And I think because he's on the other side of the 30-yard line, which would be enough for a first down, they won't even bother to measure it because it is enough for a first down. And Sarda picked up a hard 1 yard to give Aberdeen Central a first down. And it's 1st and 10 now from the Governor 30-yard line. And that clock continues to roll. 5:20 left to go here in the third quarter. I formation under center is Rolfs. A handoff for Sarda up the middle. And the first time he got hit was at the 25-yard line. He'll barrel his man down to the 23. And a gain of 7. Jake Mayer with the man to make the tackle. And Sarda's up to 96 yards. Rushing here on 19 attempts. Make that 97 with a gain of 8 to make it 2nd and 2. Under center again. I formation for Ross. Another handoff for Sarda. He's got enough for a first down. He's going to try and carry one of the man with him. But Anderson was the guy trying to drag him down, but he gets all the way down the 16-yard line. A gain of 5. And enough for another first down. So this has been the Carson Sarda drive for Aberdeen Central, but it's taken a lot of time off the clock. Now 4.5 to play in the third quarter. They trail by 25, 45-20. Pierre leads it here in the third quarter. I formation, under center again. Sarda gets the handoff. He tried to sidestep, but he slipped, and he stood up, and his forward progress was stopped as he's going to lose a yard back to the 17. He couldn't make his cut back as he started to slip, but he didn't go down. The Governors kind of wrapped him up. Offensive lineman around there, and he was just kind of sandwiched and nowhere to go. And a loss of 1 for Sarda, and it's now second down and 11 from the 17-yard line. 3:50 to go here in the third quarter. Receiver on each side. I formation again under center. Play action. Ross rolling, looking for the end zone. No one was there as the one receiver had a curl route. The other one was still trying to make his way to the corner of the end zone. Merksbauer was the man that had the corner route.
Third down and 11.
And it was no one there for Aberdeen Central. It's now 3rd down 11. Clock is stopped, though, with 3:40 left to go here in the third quarter. 45-20, Governors lead it, looking for their 7th straight win. Shotgun formation, receiver on each side. Three down linemen for the Governors. 3rd and 11. Ross looking to pass. He'll step up in the pocket as he picks up one key block as he gets to the inside the 10 to the 5, and Rolfs takes off and gets in the end zone. A little extra speed burst from the 17-yard line. He got to the 5 and then just had that speed burst to get in the end zone. And Aberdeen Central scores with 3:31 left to go in the third quarter, and Rolfs scores from 17 yards out. His first rushing touchdown of the night. And we'll see if they want to go for 2 or go for the extra point. They're going to go for the extra point. 45-26, 19-point game right now. You pull within 18. If the extra point is up and good, and it is going to be up, and it is good. 45-27. Governors lead it over Aberdeen Central with 3:31 to go here in the third quarter. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent in your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
A long drive for Aberdeen Central as they were able to score a 13-play drive for the Golden Eagles. It was capped off with a 17-yard run from Sam Ross as they make it a 45-27 game here with 3:31 to go in the third quarter. You are listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station, as we hit 9 o'clock here on this Friday evening. Be the last time we play Friday Night Football until the semifinal round. We'll be at home on Thursday against Brookings, and the first round of the playoffs will also be on Thursday night. And this potentially could be a first-round matchup that we see in Pierre. This would be a first-round matchup if the season had ended today. It'd be 2 versus 7. As Aberdeen Central lining up for the ensuing kickoff. It is a short kick, and Aberdeen Central is up and down, and who's going to fall on top of it? Aberdeen Central says they have it. And the Golden Eagles took the onside kick. It goes all the way to the 40-yard line. And the Golden Eagles are still getting up on the pile, saying they have it. And they do have it. Aberdeen Central will keep possession of the ball and now have an opportunity to pull within 2 scores. They trail it by 18 right now, 45-27. And the Governors were just unable to get the ball. It was popped up in the air. One of the men from Aberdeen Central went high up in the air trying to get the ball, but a pile that Aberdeen Central had mostly everybody on, and they will take over at the Governor 40-yard line. So here for the Golden Eagles, they get the offense right back on the field and have an opportunity to get right back in this game. Shotgun formation. Ross will look to pass. Blitz from the side from Chase Sarda. He slips through the tackler. Now Ross still looking to throw and will throw it low, and it will fall incomplete. And a big play for Sam Ross because he was going to be sacked all the way back at his own 45-yard line. Would have been a loss of 15, but instead he was able to at least get rid of the ball, and it falls incomplete, and it's just now 2nd down and 10 from the Governor 40-yard line. That's a play that you could circle on this drive that if Aberdeen Central is able to score, the big reason why they were able to score is because that didn't turn into a 15-yard loss in the first play of the drive. Goes at an incompletion, and it's 2nd and 10 from the 40-yard line. 3:25 to go. Play clock down to 2. Ross will get the snap. He'll roll to his left. He's being chased by Dre Burt, and he'll get out of bounds as he'll pick up just a couple of yards. And we'll call it a gain of 1 to the 39-yard line, and it's 3rd down and 9. Ross has been moving a lot, but he's only got 6 rushes for 15 yards. Feels like he put a little pedometer on him. He's probably got himself a couple miles run so far tonight. 3:19 clock is stopped. Play clock down to 12. And they're just now getting the play in Play clock down to 6 as they break the huddle. We're also go under center. Now go back to the shotgun. 2 seconds to go on the play clock. He'll get the snap off. Hands off for Sarda. He gets to the 35-yard line before he's tripped up. And Austin Foley was the first one to get to him. Jacob Mayer was able to finish off the tackles. He got to the 35-yard line. Called a gain of 4. And it will now bring up 4th down and a long 5 from the 35-yard line. Moving from left to right. They're on the left side of the 35-yard line. Have to get to the 30-yard line with 2:43 left to go in the third quarter. Aberdeen trails at 45-27 but has possession. Play clock down to 5. 4th and 5. Ross looking to pass. The throw that is going to be caught and it's going to be kept in the hands and down the sideline as the Governors, and there's a flag that will come in at the very end of the play. And a big catch for the Golden Eagles, and a flag comes in at the end. They're already in the red zone around the 13-yard line. Turn into a gain of 22. As it stands right now, that would be probably most likely would be a gain of 22 plus the penalty, whatever it is.
After the play, personal foul, defense number 3. After this is goal, first down.
So Lincoln Keenels is called for a personal foul. A gain of 22.
Now make it first and goal for Central.
So first and goal now here for Aberdeen as they look to score with 2:24 to go. First and goal from the 6-yard line. From under center, a handoff for Sarda, but he is wrapped up. He might have lost a yard back to the 7.
Sarda on the carry, stopped by Foley.
And they are going to give him a loss of 1. So it's second and goal from the 7-yard line now with 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Down by 18 is Aberdeen Central, 45-27. Second and goal from the 7-yard line. Aberdeen Central with that full house with 3 guys in the backfield. Rolfs under center. No receivers out wide. A toss for Sarda again. He's wrapped up at the 5-yard line and dropped down. 4 different Governors are in on the tackle. And we'll call it a gain of 2 for Sarda, and it's now third and goal from the 5-yard line. 1:20 left to go here in the third quarter. Third and goal from the 5-yard line. Shotgun formation, going to be under center for another full house. No receivers out wide for Aberdeen Central again. Ross from under center. Play action, rolls to his right. The throw is behind his receiver, and it falls incomplete as he was looking for Avery Langen. And it'll bring up now 4th and goal from the 5. He threw it behind Langen, who was sliding to the sideline trying to make the catch. It was a good play action, good call there on that 3rd and goal from the 5, but now 4th and goal from the 5-yard line. Governor's looking for a defensive stand with 1 minute and 1 second left to go here in the third quarter. Ross will go under center. Again, that full house package. Play action again. Ross, he'll turn, he'll look to the end zone. It's up, a jump ball, and the catch is made as the receiver got behind the defense. And Aberdeen Central is now all of a sudden potentially only 11 points behind the Governors. And trying to make a strong comeback on the touchdown grab. And now here they're going to go for 2. They're trying to make this a 10-point game. So going for 2, 45-33 right now, 12-point game. They'll fake the toss, they'll give it back to Ross. He's going to try and take for the end zone. He's going to get in as he spun around, And Sam Ross has made it a 10-point game, 45-35, with 55 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Governors are trying to hang on to this one. Back in 30 seconds, you listen to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Confidence, professional care, experience, and diverse care for all ages are what you should be looking for in dental care. And that's exactly what you'll receive from Dr. Monty Bechtold and Dr. Murray Thompson at Pierre Dental Clinic. You can expect friendly, caring staff who are concerned about your dental health and offer you complete confidence with routine checkups, early morning appointments, emergency treatment, and the latest in dental technology. Local dental treatment, all at Pierre Dental Clinic. Call 224-5355 or stop by their office at 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre.
So it is now 45-35. Governors lead it by 10 with 55 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. And coming out of this, we'll see the Governors probably try and take up some time, at least get themselves to the fourth quarter. They open up the half with a touchdown, but it's been back-to-back touchdowns here for Aberdeen. Also, you can't rule out a potential of another onside kick here from the Golden Eagles. They have just one man deep do the Governors. I think that's going to be how the rest of the game is played if Aberdeen scores. They're going to move everybody up. They got the hands team on right now here for Pierre. With Trey Lewis back. That is around his own 13-yard line. So on the kickoff here from Aberdeen, it will be a deep one, as it'll be taken by Lewis at around the 10-yard line, out to the 20, to the 25 on the far sideline, out to the 30 where he crosses the 30-yard line, and it'll be to the 32-yard line where Pierre will take over with 47.4 left to go here in the third quarter. If you're Pierre, you're trying to get yourself to the end of this third quarter, and then move on the fourth and start trying to work the clock a little bit.
Here will be getting first and 10 at its 32-yard line.
So first and 10 from their own 32. Keenel's shotgun formation, three receivers here to the near side. Empty backfield for Keenel's. Design run up the middle for Keenel's. He's out to the 35. And he's going to get past the 35 to about the 37. And a gain of 5 for Keenel's on that first down run. And they will have to run another play. Well, it's almost exactly, it's going to 21. I mean, they're staying with 15 seconds left to go right now, and those numbers are, play clock, game clock, are changing at the exact same time. So they have to run one more play here in the third quarter. Keenel's another design run, and then he is down at around the 39-yard line. That will take us to the fourth quarter. They're going to spot him at the 40. So a gain of 3 for Keenel's on that last play. And it will bring up third down and 2 going into the fourth quarter. Governors lead at 45-35 over Aberdeen Central. Back in a minute with the fourth. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre still wants your trade or your spare vehicle, and we're willing to give you top dollar. And we'll throw in an additional $250 Pierre Pride dollars. Sell us your car, and Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you an additional $250 Pierre Pride dollars. Trade in your vehicle for a new or different one, and Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you $250 Pierre Pride dollars. Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378. Visit GatewayFordToyota.com.
At Purist, we play to win, which led to being named the most innovative food company of 2021. For over 30 years, we have worked to develop the highest quality peas from plant-based protein on the market, which is sourced from several South Dakota farmers. Our alliance with farmers allows us to build a safe and secure food supply in the United States. Join our Herald production team and make moves, because at Purist, it's not just a job, it's a career. Apply online, PURIS.com. Purist. Born and bred in the USA.
So to start the fourth quarter, the Pierre Governors will have a third down and 2 from their own 40-yard line. Need to pick up to the 42-yard line for a first down, as it is 45-35. The Governors once led 32-0 but have been outscored 35-12 since then. And Aberdeen Central has mounted a big comeback, trying to come back in this game. And the first play of this at the end of this, or start of this fourth quarter, will be a big one. Aberdeen, score update. Brookings is just about to win over Yankton. They're up 35-14, and that would be the point where the Governors, as long as they get a win here, will be fighting for second place come Thursday against the Brookings Bobcats, the team they saw twice last year, and the team they've seen 4 times in the last 2 years, beating them in the state championship twice. But that will be for the 2 seed. And we will not see then a Brookings and a Pierre state championship game, because they would have to meet in the second round if they both would win their first round games. 3rd down and 2, first play of the fourth quarter. Keenels claps, does not get Aberdeen Central to jump. Play clock still at 15. We'll see if it's a design run here for Keenels on 3rd down and 2. It is a design run, but he is wrapped up, 40-yard line. He's not going to get there, and the Governors will probably have to punt the ball away. They're going to give him a yard, and it's 4th down and 1. Or are the Governors going to go for it here? Nope, they're going to send the punting unit out. I'll say 4th and 1, 4th and a long one. Do you trust the Governors to pick it up? Maybe you do, but maybe that's when you're in Aberdeen Central territory at their 41, not the Pierre 40-yard line. A punt upcoming here for Lincoln Keenels. And he will get a high punt up in the air. Everybody moving out of the way from Aberdeen Central. And he'll take a Governor hop to the 28-yard line. And now Aberdeen Central can pull within a score, as the Governors punted the ball away. So now here is an opportunity for Aberdeen Central. Down 1 score here in the fourth quarter. 11:01 to go here in the fourth quarter. And Aberdeen Central have the ball at their own 29-yard line. This is one of the biggest drives of this game. Aberdeen Central and Sam Ross have been feeling it in this from the second quarter on. Rolling to his left, Ross, a designed keeper. He's going to get out of bounds, and they're looking for a flag. They're going to get another flag. Austin Foley is going to get called for a late hit, and it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Tagging on the end of the run. That got him out to around the 42-yard line. It was a gain of 13.
Personal foul. Late hit on foul. Number 23 on defense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
So it turns into a 28-yard game in total, and the Governors now are backed into their own territory. Aberdeen Central from the Governor 44-yard line. The Golden Eagles are trying to mount an incredible comeback. Once down 32-0, down 45-35. A handoff, Sarda's wrapped up in the backfield. And a big tackle for a loss. Jaden Floro was the one that got through. And a loss all the way back to the 47-yard line. A loss of 4 back to the 48. And it's 2nd and 14. And Jaden Fleur, a big tackle for a loss for the Governors. A big defensive play there for Pierre. 10:15 to go. Play clock down to 5. Shotgun formation for Ross. He'll roll to his right on the snap. Trying to be chased down by Jaden Fleur. And then he'll be sacked. Will Ross, it looked like he was going to try and throw, but Deegan Huska got to him before he could throw the ball all the way back to the 49-yard line. A loss of 1. And it's now 3rd down and 15. Rolfs looked like he was trying to get the arm motion to go forward, then probably thought better of it. And it's a 1 yard loss and a sack from Deegan Huska on Sam Rolfs, and it's 3rd down and 15 from the 49-yard line. Just inside Pierre territory now. 9:35 left to go. 2-possession game, 45-35. The Governors lead it. Shotgun formation, receiver on each side. Ross will go all the way back, looking for a screen pass. It's going to be caught by Sarda, but it's read beautifully by Austin Foley, and no gain for Aberdeen Central. Foley with the tackle coming in. Sarda made the catch, and before he can make any kind of move, Foley was there on the tackle. And no gain for Sarda on the catch, and it will bring up now 4th down and 15 for the 49-yard line. And they might be, are they going to go for it here on 4th down from the 49? They got to get all the way down to the Governor 34. 10 seconds left to go on the play clock. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Governor's looking for a big defensive stop. Play clock down to 3. Ross, and instead a timeout will be taken by Aberdeen Central. With 8:41 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Governors lead at 45-35 over Aberdeen Central. 4th and 15 upcoming after this timeout. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Wondering what to do with the pitted and rutted drive? B&B Equipment will get you covered. Wanting to put something down the ground? B&B Equipment will put a hole in your project. Need to even up that property? B&B Equipment can fill that need. B&B Equipment can deliver all your gravel and material needs. B&B Equipment is here for all your excavation needs. Contact B&B Equipment, 224-6727. A contractor here for you. That's B&B Equipment, 224-6727.
As we welcome you back, it is going to be 4th down and 15. Governors with a looking for a big defensive stop here. They got 2 big tackles, actually 3 big tackles on this drive. After a penalty was called on Austin Foley, he made a huge play just a moment ago. A screen pass that he read perfectly. Carson Sarda just made the catch, and Austin Foley came flying in and made the tackle. So it's now 4th down and 15 out of the timeout. Aberdeen Central down to 2 timeouts with 8:41 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Ross rolls to his right on 4th down, pointing out a block. He's going to try and spin off of a sack. He's still rolling to his left now. He's going to be backed up. He's going to be avoiding another sack. Dre Burnt, and now a throw to the near side, and it's going to be dropped. The man was open and a lot of room if he made the catch, but he could not make the catch, and Rolf somehow avoided a couple of sacks. And his throw, looking for Sarda, just falls incomplete, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Wow, that was a wild play. Rolfs was almost taken down twice and really was wrapped up and was about to go down and end up getting a chance to throw the ball away or throw a ball to a receiver, and it falls incomplete. Now the Governors have it at their own 49-yard line with 8:26 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Keno's look to pass on 1st down. Pocket collapses quickly. He'll throw, and the catch is dropped by Zabel as he tried to throw it out to the far sideline. And it will be incomplete. And now Keno 16 of 25. 6 touchdown passes so far in the night. 2 touchdowns for Merquan Zabel. And a touchdown catch for Kaiser and Hansen. Two receivers left side here for Keno's. Bunching everybody up on the line. Shotgun formation, empty backfield. Design roll out to the left. Keno's will throw, looking for Hansen. He's got the catch. Hansen all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. 51-yard pass from Lincoln Keno's to Matt Hansen. His 2nd touchdown catch of the night. And the Governors get back up by 16. 51-35. With 8:11 to go here in the 4th quarter. A fantastic throw and catch from Lincoln Keno's to Matt Hansen of 51 yards. And the Governors are back up by 3 scores. They're going to go for the extra points. And Lincoln Keenel's now 360 yards passing, 7 touchdown passes. The extra point is up and good. And the Governors now lead it 52-35. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Innovation. It's right here. Avera St. Mary's Hospital keeps care local for you and your family, offering comprehensive care that has earned 4 out of 5 stars by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services in hospital performance and safety. Avera St. Mary's world-class care is further supported by advanced technology, 2-way video e-consults, 3D mammography, and a state-of-the-art birthing center, so you and your family don't have to go anywhere else, because innovation lives right here in Pierre. Learn more at avera.org/news.
As we welcome you back, 52-35, the Governors lead it over Aberdeen Central. They lead it by 17 now with 8:11 to play here in the fourth quarter. That's a big drive there for the Governors. It was just a 2-play drive. It was an incomplete pass and a 51-yard touchdown pass to Matt Hansen, his second touchdown reception of the game, 106 yards receiving for Matt Hansen now with 8:11 to play here in the fourth quarter. Arts and Self-Rank are back deep here for Aberdeen Central. As it's a short kick to the sideline. It will take a hop for the Governors so it doesn't go out of play. And at the near sideline, the 25 out to the 27, maybe trying to rip the ball out, are the Governors. Cole Arts will get to around maybe the 30 by the time he's finally dropped down. And Aberdeen Central will be looking to potentially try and get back into this one, down by 17, 52-35. With 8:03 left to go here in the fourth quarter. It will be 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Governors got offensive production out of a lot of guys so far tonight. Zabel, Hansen, and now Merquan, Zabel, and now Hansen, all with 2 touchdown catches of the 7 that has been thrown by Lincoln Keenels tonight. 2 receivers on the right side. Ross, the throw on the near side. It will fall incomplete as he underthrew Merksbauer. Ross now 12 of 27 on the evening for 155 yards. He has thrown 2 touchdown passes. 2 touchdown runs for Sarda, touchdown run for Ross. 2 receivers on the far side for Ross here, 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. They look to the near side. That throw, the catch is made, and out of bounds quickly is Southrank. As Jack Merquan playing some defense now here for the Governors. He'll get to the 39-yard line, will Southrank, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 1. A big 3rd down here for Aberdeen Central. The clock gets stopped with 7:55 to go. And we're probably working those sidelines a little bit, but right now they got to find a way to get a 1st down. 3rd and 1 from the 39. Shotgun formation. Governors will bring some pressure. Throw over the middle. The catch is going to be made. And a host of Governors will make the tackle at the 45-yard line as forward progress is stopped on the catch from Vogley. And it'll bring a gain of 6 and a 1st down. So 29 passes now for Ross, 14 of 29, 170 yards. Vogley with 74 yards on 4 catches for Aberdeen Central. 7:30 left to go here in the fourth quarter. A handoff for Sarda. Cuts it back inside the tackle. He's tripped at the 50-yard line, stays on his feet. Good balance there. A flag will come in, and all the way down the 39-yard line. He was tripped at the 50 and got another 11 yards on the play, but there is a flag that was thrown, and it will be sitting right now at the 42-yard line. We'll wait to see what the call is from the official, and if it will push Aberdeen Central back.
Face mask, defense, number 56. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So a gain of a good chunk there, a gain of 16, and then a 5-yard penalty to go on top of it. So all the way to the 35-yard line.
Following the penalty, it'll be 1st
The Eagles now with 7:07 and counting. Have it at 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line. Governors lead at 52-35. Shotgun formation. A pump fake down the field looking for his man. It is incomplete, but a flag comes in at the 19-yard line. Selfrink was the intended receiver. And where the flag was thrown, it looks like it's going to be, and Jack Merkwan jumps up and down. Can't believe it's going to be on him, but it will be against the Governors and Merkwan, whether it's a hold or pass interference.
Holding, defense number 17, 10-yard penalty, first down.
So it's a 10-yard penalty, so it moves the chains. Now the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 25. Aberdeen Central looking to try and score here, down by 17 with 6:56 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Two receivers out on the far side. A handoff for Sarda. He'll spin off of a tackler, stays on his feet. He's still moving as he'll get all the way down to the 12-yard line. A gain of 13 for Sarda, who somehow almost looked like he was horizontal on the ground with nothing touching the ground, but he was able to stay up. And he's got a 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line inside the red zone. And Aberdeen Central looking to try and not tie this game up, but trying to get back within 2 possessions here, pull within 10 with a score of 6:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Two receivers, far side here for the Golden Eagles. Shotgun formation, Ross will roll to the left. He's going to look to pass. He almost pulled it back to pass, and he got a couple of yards down to the 7, where he is stopped, a gain of 5. Josh Strand on the tackle. And 2nd and 5 from the 7. They can pick up one more first down, can Aberdeen, all the way down the 2-yard line. 52-35 is the score here in the fourth quarter. Under center, Ross, full house here for Aberdeen Central. A toss for Sarda to the right side, looking to get to the edge, but he is hit and down to the 5-yard line. A gain of 2, and it's 3rd down and 3 for the 5-yard line. Good gap closing there by the Governors. And Chase Sarda brought down Carson Sarda. And here, 3rd down and 3 from the 5-yard line. 5:15 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Aberdeen Central still has 2 timeouts, but they got to score 3 times to try and tie this up. You got to expect if they score one way or the other, they're going to go for an onside kick. Shotgun formation, Ross looking to pass, a throw. Flag comes in, and it will be it's a touchdown for Aberdeen Central, but we'll see what the flag is. It is thrown on the offensive side, so that probably means an illegal shift or illegal formation by Aberdeen Central is going to be called, and it's going to negate the touchdown, which is a big play to go against Aberdeen Central.
Formation, offense, 5 men in the backfield. 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
And 5 men in the backfield, so a penalty that negates the touchdown, a 5-yard penalty back to the 10. And it'll be 3rd down and 8 from the 10-yard line. So that's a big play that goes against Aberdeen Central. 4:56 to go here in the fourth quarter.
3rd and 7.
3rd and 8 for the 10-yard line. 2 receivers to the near side. Shotgun formation for Ross. He'll roll to his left. Still rolling. Throws. It might have been tipped, and it falls incomplete. And it's now 4th down. You're down by 17, so if you feel confident in your kicker, you can kick a field goal, which would be about a 27-yard field goal attempt. Then you're down by 14 points. Either way you slice it, you have to score 3 times, and to be one where you could potentially get 3 points and then try and keep moving. You're going to have to score 3 times. You're going to get a couple onside kicks here. But Aberdeen Central will keep the offense out at the 10-yard line. 4th and 8 from the 10. They're going to at least get to the 2-yard line. Two receivers near side. Play clock down to 2 and Ross takes the snap. He'll throw over the middle. It's off the hands. Was going to be a touchdown for Merksbauer, but he couldn't hang on to it, and the Governors will get the defensive stand they were looking for again. Another turnover on downs. And a little bit of an exhale for the Pierre Governors. This game's not over quite yet, but with 4:46 to go, the Governors are in a prime spot here to roll the clock and take as much time off the clock as they can while trying to move the ball forward. And Pierre will have won 7 in a row if they can do that. 3 receivers to the near side. Might see a heavy dose of Trey Lewis on this drive for the Governors. 4 down linemen for Aberdeen Central. A handoff for Lewis. He'll go right up the middle from the 10-yard line. He gets out to the 15. A gain of 5 for Lewis. And it's 2nd down and 5.
5 yards to make it 2nd down.
So Lewis, who had over 100 yards rushing in that first game that he really got the most action in. He's only got 23 yards as the starting running back here in this game. 4:15 left to go here in the fourth quarter. And Keenels can watch the play clock as it's down under 10 now. Down to 5. And Keenels now will clap and toss it for Lewis in the backfield. He is wrapped up. He's able to escape one tackler and fall to the 16-yard line, a gain of 1. And it's now 3rd down and 4. Governors have to get to the 20-yard line. There's a big 3rd down here with 3:40 to go and counting, and the Governors are going to try and take as much time off the clock. A first down doesn't end the ball game. But then you got to expect if you don't pick up another first down, you're still going to take another minute and 20 seconds, almost 2 minutes off the clock. As Keenels will look to pass, he's going to throw downfield looking for Merquan up in the air. It's going to be intercepted, and Aberdeen Central will get the ball back. An intercepted pass from Cole Arts. Underthrew Merquan. And Cole Arts comes up with just the 2nd interception thrown by Lincoln Keenels this year. Looking to maybe get Aberdeen guessing that they're going to run the ball again. But Arts was still running the route with Merquan, and on an underthrown ball was able to make the catch and pick up the interception. So it's 1st and 10 now from the Governor 48-yard line with 3:18 to go. Again, Aberdeen Central down by 3 scores. This game's not over. But Aberdeen's going to have to try and quickly score here. Throw the near side. Merksbauer makes the catch. He's going to try and get to the 38-yard line. He's going to get just enough. A 10-yard gain for Merksbauer to pick up enough for a first down. And they're going to quickly get back up to the line. Clock restarts here. 3:05 to go in the fourth quarter. Ross looking to the sideline. The snap is going to be wide. And now Ross will pick it up. He's going to look to throw, but he is going to be run down and sacked all the way back inside Aberdeen territory by Josh Strand. He saw that ball go wide of Ross, and Strand never gave up and just ran straight at Ross and makes a huge sack all the way back to the 45-yard line. A loss of 17 on the play from Sam Ross. And it's now 2nd down and 27. All the way back at the Aberdeen 45-yard line.
Loss of 17.
Going to get all the way to the Governor 28-yard line now. So 2nd and 27. Ross back to pass again. A throw to the near side, or the far side. The catch is going to be made. Staying in bounds, though, is Vogley. As they'll get out to the 45-yard line. Huska made the tackle. Under 2 minutes to go now, and it's 3rd down and long as they picked up 10 yards.
3rd and 17.
190 yards passing for Ross, and Aberdeen Central is taking too much time off the clock right now. That sack must have drained any energy that they were hoping to maybe come back in this game. Play clock's all the way down to 5. The clock was running. It's down to 90 seconds here. Ross will take the snap here on 3rd down and long. He'll step up, throwing down the field. If the route's undercut and almost intercepted. It will fall incomplete, and it'll be 4th down. Jacob Mayer almost made the interception as he got the hands on it, but it was going to be knocked down by Mason Huff. And it's now 4th down with 1:21 to go. And that will just about do it. If Aberdeen is unable to pick up a first down here, the Governors will get the win. And even with Aberdeen picking up a first down, it looks like this Governor team is going to pick up their 7th win of the season. Timeout's taken by Aberdeen Central. With 1:21 left to go here in the 4th quarter, we step aside for a minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Announcing the final week of the grand opening of the Sleep Solutions section at Slumberland Furniture in Pierre. Slumberland has reinvented mattress shopping with all the items in one spot, from mattresses, frames, mattress toppers, sheets, padding, pillows, and more. Plus, you'll love the variety of the brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, and Slumberland's own Slumbercrest. The final week of the grand opening of the Sleep Solutions section at Slumberland Furniture on the Truck Bypass in Pierre.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
As we welcome you back here as the Governors looking for a stop here on 4th down, 52-35 is their score. Pierre leads it over Aberdeen Central with 1:21 to go here in the 4th quarter. It is 4th down and 17 from the 45-yard line. And to get all the way down to the 28-yard line for Aberdeen Central if they want to try and keep this ball game moving. Shotgun formation for Ross. The snap. And now here is Ross stepping up, throwing downfield, looking for the end zone, and a Hail Mary pass is tipped, and it will be intercepted by the Governors. An interception for Pierre. And I believe it might have been Jacob Mayer that got the interception. Yep, Jacob Mayer will get his 2nd interception of the season, and the Governors will take over at their own 5-yard line in just a couple of plays to finish this one out. First time that Ross was picked off here this evening. A couple turnover on downs and an interception is doomed Aberdeen Central in their attempt at a huge comeback. They got themselves down a 32-0 hole, but it's 52-35 score. This was anything but a blowout. Aberdeen Central made this tough for the Governors this evening. Stay tuned for our post-game show upcoming as Lewis will get the handoff. And that'll be to around the 11-yard line, a gain of 6 for Trey Lewis. And for the Governors, winning 7 in a row, now 7-1 on the season. It'll be a battle for number 2 seed on Thursday with the Governors taking on the Brookings Bobcats. Governors will start at 5:30 with kickoff at 6 o'clock. It's a 6 o'clock game on a Thursday night. First of 2 straight Thursday games. Ganos will take the snap and take a knee, and that will be the final play. Governors will win it 52-35. A valiant effort by the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles, who came back from a 32-0 deficit to make this a game where the Governors will pick up their 7th in a row and win and go to 7-1. 52-35 is their score. Back at the post-game show after this. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool, and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
People helping people. Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
First United Methodist Church would like to take this time to wish the Pierre Governors great success in this sports season. Athletic competition builds skills, leadership, teamwork, and provides lifelong lessons in character development. I'm Pastor Greg, and I invite you to join us for meaningful worship, personal growth, and compassionate fellowship. For a list of worship times and upcoming events, visit our website, pierrefirstumc.org, or our Facebook page, Pierre First United Methodist Church.
When you want the best prices and best selection, go to Wegner Auto in Pierre. The certified sales staff at Wegner Auto will provide you service after the sale and how to get easy financing. Check out their website, WegnerAuto.com, or stop in. They have the best prices and won't be undersold. Wegner Auto has the region's largest selection with over 280 new and quality pre-owned vehicles. GM certified pre-owned vehicles give you peace of mind with their 12-month or 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty and 5-year or 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Log on to WegnerAuto.com or stop by Wegner Auto in Pierre, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer since 1907.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of Heatolator fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of Heatolator fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heatolator Fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories. Go Govs!
This is Art from East Pierre Landscape and Garden Center. Did you know we are open 7 days a week? We're your shopping destination rather than simply a producer of nursery plants. We know what plants work in the area and offer high-quality landscape design services, plant materials, handmade outdoor crafts, and high-quality garden art. Let us make your yard and garden one to remember. East Pierre Landscape and Garden Center, east on Highway 34, north of Farm Island, in Pierre.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping is who you should call as we enter the fall season. They can make sure your lawn makes it through the tough South Dakota winters. They can help with the fall cleanup, winterize that sprinkler system so that it can be ready to go in the spring. And once the snow starts to fly, they can help with that too. Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, helping customers year-round. Call Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, 280-4440.
As we welcome you back here into the post-game shows of Pierre Governor as they win 52-35 over Aberdeen Central, we will talk to our players of the game as well with talking with Coach Steve Steele of the victorious Pierre Governors as they win it with 449 yards of total offense. And it was 336 yards of offense for Aberdeen Central as we start to welcome in some of our players of the game as we will first see who's going to be the lucky one to talk first. As we'll talk with Jack Merquan first here, who had himself another good night. We talk about you being Chris Carter, but you had another good night here for this Governor team as you had 189 yards receiving on 7 catches, 2 touchdown grabs. This offense continues to roll defensively. We're really good at the beginning of the game, but this offense continues to roll. Why is this offense still continuing to be so successful?
I just think it's how we work in practice and in the film, work in practice. I mean,
every rep counts. We don't just lack in practice. I mean, when we're in practice, we're thinking game reps, like what would we do in a game, like full speed. So when we get in game time, we already know what to do, and so it just makes it a lot easier. And I mean, you can see all those things that we work on, and so yeah, it makes it a lot easier for us.
So your touchdown grab that you had two guys in front of you or on the side of you. You stopped on the far sideline and then cut back to the middle of the field. What was going through your mind trying to make sure? And then you had another guy from behind trying to tackle you, and you're able to kind of almost high step past him. What was going through your mind? How did you make that play?
Well, right when I caught the ball, as you probably saw, I was about to fall over.
Right. Yeah.
I was taking huge steps, and I thought there was a guy right behind me. So I was kind of trying to be aware of him, and that's why I kind of like slowed down, looked. I saw the two people in front of me. And then I saw the open field to the left, and I got them to stop their feet, and I knew that if I just beat them with my foot speed and try to get – I was aiming for like the other pylon, trying to give myself enough room. And then I tried to just cut it up, get in there as fast as I could, because I did see that other guy coming. And he hit me right when I was going in. He kind of pushed me in there, so that worked out.
That was an impressive play. One of the many good plays offensively you guys tonight. Had a 32-0 lead, and the offense was still able to get those points. It was still able to put up 20 more points in the game. But defensively, or I guess for Aberdeen Central, to try to make that comeback, what was kind of the talking point at halftime and maybe at the end of the third quarter to try and stop this comeback from Aberdeen Central?
I mean, in the first half, a lot of things went wrong. I mean, Bush hurt his knee. Coverdale had to come in. Just things like that, a lot of adversity that we had to fight. And so at halftime, we were just talking, we got to keep our head up. We got to keep playing, doing our thing. And we came out, and we weren't going to let him back in. It got a little close there, but we weren't going to let him have it.
Well, now 7-1 the season. You get Brookings on Thursday to finish out the season. That is, for all intents and purposes, unless T loses, that's going to be for the 2 seed with Brookings winning tonight. So what's that feeling going into that game on a short week and going against on Thursday?
I mean, since we played them in the Dome last year, you know they're a good team, good program. I mean, every year they have a good squad. So it's a hard team. We got to come ready to play. We got to do our thing. We just got to put it to them early and try to shut them down and just keep the foot on the throttle the whole game and try to get to them that way. So,
Jack Merkwan, appreciate that. Congratulations on the win and another big game for you as you guys are now 7-1 on the season.
All right, thank you very much.
As we will talk now with Jet Zabel, who did a lot tonight. He caught 2 touchdown passes, but also started defensively. So, Jet, your first chance to start defensively. Gavin Stotts is out. You take his spot. What was that first couple of plays like, getting into that role? Because what Steele was talking about before the game was trying to get someone in that role to kind of maybe fill in case Stott goes down any other time. What was that feeling in those first couple of plays?
Oh, it felt good. We had a lot of adversity that week trying to fill it in, but just felt good.
Yeah, and you had you were all over the field in that first couple of plays. It felt like I was calling your name for a lot of tackles, and plus you offensively, we'll talk about that in just a little bit, but had a couple of touchdown catches as well. But did you feel like you had to maybe was the adrenaline going a little bit more to try and make a couple more tackles?
Yeah, I had to do it. Stotsy's a big factor, and missing him is just tough. We just had to have that dog mentality on the line and the linebackers to do it.
So now offensively, again, the game was really long for you. You're involved in a lot of plays offensively as well. Made 3 catches, 2 for touchdowns. A big one with 29 yards. Your second touchdown grab. First time to get in the end zone. How did that feel?
Felt good. Lincoln threw me a good ball. Line blocked good. Just felt good overall.
And now 7 wins in a row for you guys, and this team, this offense. You've been the tight end for this offense, and ask Merkwan about that question too. I'll ask you, well, why is this offense continue to roll as much as it has been?
I think the first things are play calling. We just play call good. Steele's doing a great job of that, and second, I think our line's blocking good, and Lincoln's throwing good balls to wide open receivers.
Now you get Brookings on Thursday this week, short week. You excited for that matchup?
Yeah, I'm excited. It's a new. I didn't really get to play last year against them in the Dome, so it's going to be a new experience.
So, well, good luck on Thursday. Congratulations on the big win, and we'll see you again on back at home. As we will now talk with Lincoln Keenels, who had himself another big night. Lincoln, let's see here. I got you for 360 yards, and I believe you threw 7 touchdown passes, 2 to Merquan, 2 to Zabel, another 2 to Hansen, and then 1 to Kate Kaiser. How are you feeling offensively here, taking the snaps again tonight?
I feel confident with our receivers. I know that if my line gives me time, which they do, I can just trust my receivers to make a play. So as long as I give them a chance to do that, then I know that they'll come through and do that. So
yeah, you guys are up 32-0 quickly in this game, and had a chance to maybe put this game away early. Aberdeen Central, you got to give them a lot of credit to making a comeback. But as you were starting out, we talked with Merquan about his long touchdown catch and his long touchdown run. But did it seem pretty open? I know it probably always seems open with all your receivers that you have to throw to, but did it feel kind of open in that first quarter?
Yeah, it did. I mean, we've been practicing all week on just like our reads and what their tendencies are. So, I mean, as long as I give Merquan a chance, like I said, I know that he's going to make a play and score. So,
yeah, and for defensively for you guys, with the Aberdeen Central coming back, what was that? I had to talk with Merquan about that too. But what was that feeling with Aberdeen Central starting to try and make a comeback? What was Coach Steele, Coach Lewis, the rest of the coaching staff kind of talking about to make sure that this comeback didn't happen?
Yeah, I mean, in the locker room, we all talked about just keeping our heads up and keep playing hard because I mean, Aberdeen really gave us a dogfight, I guess. I'm assuming we were all thinking the game was over when it was 32-0 already. But I'm actually really proud. I'm gonna say proud, but like I don't know. I'm just proud that Aberdeen came back, and I think that there's a decent football team. So
yeah, well, and the fact that you guys were able to hold on to that and not let them fully come back, that's gonna feel pretty good for your team too, because You've won in several different ways this year, and that's another way that you guys have won now this year.
Yeah, we had to make adjustments to our defense on their run plays. We did that pretty well, and then same thing with our offensive plays. We had to just keep making adjustments, and I think we really came through, and I think we just wanted more. So
yeah, one more game left this season, in the regular season, but you've thrown for over 2,000 yards now this year. You have over 30 touchdown passes so far in 8 games. How is that? I mean, when you think about that, what does that mean to you?
I mean, I can't do it without my receivers and my coach. So, it's really just good for them to do that. So I'm really proud of my coaches and my receivers for helping me do that. But yeah, like I said, I just can't really do that without them. So
you get Brookings on Thursday. You saw them twice last year, both on the road and then in the Dakota Dome. Now you get a chance to play them at home. Well, what's that feeling? Because the winner gets to be at least the 2 seed and gets a chance to be at home throughout the playoffs. So what's that feeling like?
I think hopefully our crowd comes in and they really bring some energy, because I think we play better with more energy. So as long as we come in with more energy than Brookings, I think we're going to be in a good place to win. So
Lincoln, congratulations on the win. Guys, congratulations on the win. Thank you guys for coming up here, and we'll see you on Thursday against the Brookings Bobcats. As our players of the game, Lincoln Keenels, Jet Zabel, and Jack Merquan, as the Governors win at 52-35 over the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. We'll talk with Coach Steve Steele here in just a little bit and get his thoughts on the win here tonight. But yeah, Lincoln Keenels throws 360 yards on the night for the Pierre Governors. I'm trying to find the sheet real quick before it started to blow away from me. But 360 yards for Keenels, 7 touchdown passes, 2 to Jack Merquan, who had 189 yards receiving, 2 to Matt Hansen at 106 yards receiving, a touchdown pass to Kate Kaiser, and then 2 to Jet Zabel, who had 42 yards receiving. And the Governors were able to pick up 52-35 win. And Keenels had another touchdown run to cap that off as well. Governors had 449 yards of offense to 336 yards of offense for the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. Rolfs, who had a good night, 190 yards passing, 16 of 35 with 2 touchdown passes and an interception. Vogley had the best night receiving, 84 yards on 5 catches and a touchdown pass, a 54-yard reception. And when you look at Carson Sarda, who kind of started that comeback that Aberdeen Central trying to have, at 131 yards rushing on 28 attempts and had 2 touchdown runs. Rolfs had a touchdown run of 11 yards, 17 yards. He finished with 15 yards overall, though, on 10 carries for the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles, who had 336 yards of offense. And the Governors outgained them by over 113 yards on the evening. Governors will take on Brookings on next Thursday. This coming Thursday, it will be a 6 o'clock kickoff, so an earlier start time, as Coach Steve Steele making his way over here, and then we'll talk with him here. So, Coach, first off, congratulations on the win, but maybe not the start was great, and maybe not how you wanted to finish that game with them, having it was a 52-35 score when you're up 32-0. Talk about this win, maybe the resiliency of some of Aberdeen Central, but also the Governors not letting Aberdeen Central come all the way back.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give a lot of credit to Aberdeen. I mean, that's not an easy thing to do, to be down like that so quick and then to continue to fight back. I mean, they did an outstanding job getting back in that football game and making it interesting, and at the same time, very, very proud of our players staying positive, persevering through it, and fighting that frustration. We've talked about that a few different weeks of, hey, fight that frustration, put it aside, and let's go make the next play. And, ultimately we found the plays that we needed, and we had more good than bad. So that's what matters. Yeah,
I mean, this was a game that at 32-0, it felt like the game was going to be over, but then all of a sudden it came the other way, where all of a sudden it could have been either easily for Aberdeen to just take the lead and take the win. When they started to make that comeback, they were down by 12 at one point. They got it all the way down to 10, and a game that was almost in the brink of having a running clock. It may not look good to a common fan, but as a coach, it's easy to probably learn from this, and also something good to learn from too.
Yeah, and the other thing I'm really proud of our guys. I mean, we talked this week about we had a survivor slide puzzle of players, and I mean our kicker was hurt today. That small difference, we would have had a running clock had we made all of our extra points. Yeah. Going through a new kicker all of a sudden for a day, we miss a couple of those. That affects that. New Mike linebacker. Bush got hurt in the end of the first quarter there, so we had to shuffle the offensive line completely. Just every different thing that came at us, our guys did a wonderful job just taking it in stride and next man up, going in and making plays.
We'll talk about those injuries here before I will let you go, but Jet Zabel in the Mike linebacker position, we brought him up here. He played well defensively, also caught the ball. I mean, he had a heck of a game because he was probably 90% of the plays and was involved in about 80% of the plays when he was out there too.
Yeah, I mean, that was a heck of a game from him, and that's a hard thing to do too. I mean, your body's conditioned at this point to play as much as you've been playing, and he's been playing, every snap of offense, but then you add in every snap of defense, and you can get a tired kid really, really fast. So, very proud of him mentally being able to handle that load, and then also physically being able to do it. And, really, I think the only thing we took him out for was the 2-minute drive at the end of the first half. So, outstanding job.
Lincoln Keenel's another great night. He's got over 30 touchdown passes now in the season, over 2,000 yards passing. He's got a chance to, by the end of the season, especially if you go to the Dakota Dome, he got a chance to throw for over 3,000 yards and have 40 touchdown passes, maybe even close to 50 touchdown passes. It just seems like everything becomes easy to him, and I know it doesn't because he works hard for it. But it does look like it's just easy for him to put up video game numbers.
Yeah, I mean, when he's comfortable back there, and you know what I'm saying, and he understands what's going on, he can't beat him. I mean, when he's on, and there's no way that you can defend half of those throws. I mean, even the ones where there's pretty good coverage, he just puts it in a location they can't get it. But, again, I think a lot of the credit tonight has to go to the offensive line. I said that's such a hard thing to do at that position. That's so much chemistry, camaraderie based to take out your center and have to slide a guy over and pull a guy in. So, I mean, a lot of credit's got to go to Matthew Coverdale sliding over, Jay Sharon jumping in, Coach Nye, Coach Goberson for having those guys ready to play. And, we always tell the guys it's cliche, but you're one play away. And if you're not ready for that one play, we don't do what we did tonight. So congrats to Jay Sharon on a heck of a game.
Yeah, and that's the big thing too is you mentioned that almost at least once or twice a year to me, and it's always rings true. You say it's cliche, but it's always true. You're one play away, and that's what we saw tonight with Christian Bush going down and Jay Sharon coming in. That's a big factor why this Governor team was able to get the win tonight.
Yeah, and it's like I said, it's a hard thing for kids to hear. You know, every kid always wants to play. They want to start. They always want those roles. But the reality is, if you're not prepared, then when you get that opportunity for the role, you don't have it for very long because you weren't prepared for it. And you know, I said that's why it's a really hard thing as a coach to have to make those decisions, you know, on who's starting, who's doing this. But at the same point in time, you got to be so proud of the kids when they're ready for their moment and they come in and they own it. So, you know, I said very, very proud of Jay Sharon today.
Brookings got the win over Yankton, so now unless T is going to lose in Week 9, it pretty much means that the 2 seed is going to be figured out on Thursday between Pierre and Brookings at home. You basically get a playoff game. You know, yeah, if you lose, you're not eliminated, but it basically turns into a playoff game on Thursday. And how exciting is that?
Well, I mean, the cool part about this coming week is going to be it's the ESD championship. You know, we're both undefeated in the ESD. You know, we both won't be undefeated after Thursday. So it's kind of like that college season where you get to the end of the regular season, you've got your conference championship week, and then you go play your playoffs. So we're really excited for that. You know, and I said it's going to be a heck of a football game. They're a really good team.
Yeah. What have you seen from them without looking at tonight's game? What have you seen from them?
They're a very disciplined team. You know, they're not very variable, I guess, in what they do. They don't do a lot of things, but what they do very well. And their kids are very comfortable in their system. They play hard, they play fast, and their defense is a really, really, really good defense. So I said it's going to be, you know, a game of strengths on strengths.
You are listening to KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station. Before I let you go, I mentioned we were going to talk about the injuries. How's Christian Bush doing? How's the rest of the guys that didn't get to play tonight that had to change things up? How's everybody doing?
Well, Stoth should be back. You know, I think if this was played tomorrow, even we might have felt comfortable playing him. But you know, he needed some more time. So I think we'll have Stotts back next week. Brock Mosier's again. He's kind of a day-to-day. We'll just kind of see. It depends on how his hip is healing. And I said Christian Bush. He was pretty. I think kind of freaked out, I guess, when it happened, but he'd calmed down, and I think it sounds like we should be okay with him going forward. But again, we'll know a little bit more after he goes, and you know, we kind of see what it looks like tomorrow. But it wasn't anything super serious, just enough to keep him out of tonight.
Well, 7 in a row, 7-1 on the season. EST championship game on Thursday, into the playoffs just around the corner. Well, it's exciting football time. It's always exciting football time, but it's even more exciting right now. Congratulations on the win, Coach.
Thanks, John.
As that is Coach Steve Steele of the Pierre Governors as they win it 52-35 here this evening, as they are now 7-1 the season and 7 wins in a row for the Pierre Governors as they will now take on the Brookings Bobcats on Thursday to finish out the regular season, and it will be for the ESD championship and the 2 seed as well for the playoffs coming up here in 2 weeks. I want to say thanks to Jen Hanna back at the station as we wrap things up here for the evening, as we'll be back on the air for football on Thursday at 5:30 with kickoff at 6 o'clock. We'll be back with Pierre Volleyball on Tuesday as they take on the Huron Tigers. We'll have coverage at 6:40 and first serve at 7 o'clock for our next Pierre Governor broadcast. Again, thanks to Jen Hanna back at the station. John Winkler here. Final score once again, the Pierre Governors. They hold off a valiant comeback from Aberdeen Central as they beat the Golden Eagles 52-35 as we say so long from Swisher Field.
You've been listening to Pierre Governor Athletics on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pierre Governor Athletics is brought to you by Avera St. Mary's, Sander Auto Parts, Bank West, Weather All Roofing, Faith Lutheran Church, Billion Financial, The Clubhouse Inn and Suites, Fording Electric, Slumberland, Kruger Contracting, B&B Equipment, Bridget M. Photography, Sioux Nation, Edward Jones Financial, First Dakota National Bank, Gales Gas, Service Master, Gateway Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Purist Foods, Kathy Sunshine Properties, All Pro Towing, Pierre Dental Clinic, Olson Plumbing, Lamb Motors, Midwest Cooperative, the May Adam Law Firm, Oahe Federal Credit Union, the Association of Weed and Pest, Fisher Rounds, Shane's Pharmacy, Todd's Electric, Wagner Auto, First United Methodist Church, East Pier Landscape and Garden Center, Country Carpet and Flooring, and Black Hills Federal Credit Union. Join us all season on your home for Pierre Governor Athletics, KCCR, and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting.